Able. What the hell? Did I only have one ring on? I only have one ring on today.
Oh.
Child, I'm going back to not drinking, not on no fast, just because I can. But yes, I actually did not go to Everyday People the other day. So fill me in. How was your week?
My week's been good. So we started off with hold on, because this ain't connected. What's going on here?
Oh no. Hell to the no.
What is going
to the
on
no,
here?
no.
That's right.
This is why we tell y'all to get on StreamYard so y'all can always see us
There we
going
go.
through it. Okay,
There we
are
go.
live. We are live. And just in case you missed the intro, hey everybody, you are listening to the Get Right Radio Show with the baddest bitch on the block and the other baddest bitch on the block, Kelvin Unique.
Hi, good morning. Hey.
And yeah, okay, so you went to Everyday People.
Yes.
How was that? I was kind of sad that I didn't go, but then like
Everyday People is always a vibe.
Always.
It is always a vibe. It's always a good time. There were a sea of niggas.
Always. It never fails.
Beautiful black men.
Never fails.
Straight, non-binary,
Mm-hmm.
non-gender fluid,
Mm-hmm.
or sexually fluid men.
Mm-hmm.
Just men. And I was like, wow, this is beautiful to see and just to take in, literally and figuratively. But no, it's also just a beautiful women. It's just black people in general, just so good, such good vibes. So it was really good. Some people were hugging me a little different because I've been dying because Juan has been killing me 3 times a week. And
3 times a week?
I go 3 times a week, 7:00 in the morning. Yeah, I'm committed.
You go before work?
I go before work.
Oh, well, that has to give you a good jump start to your day.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm committed. I said I have an October goal. I'm gonna reach this October goal. We're in this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
you look
that.
great.
Well, thank you. It's the shirt.
I think it's the person wearing the shirt.
I keep sending that SpongeBob meme. You know, when SpongeBob goes to Muscle Beats, he has those inflatable muscles.
Yes.
That is me. I'm literally waiting for it to go.
It's coming.
It's gonna pop.
And the girls won't be able to take.
They won't be able to take. No, but Everyday People is good.
Okay.
Fell in lust. I think I'm in lust.
That's with someone that Everyday People.
We'll talk about it.
That's the beauty of Everyday People. You can always find something.
Yeah, then people. I was saying people's hugs are different now. They're a little longer. They're lingering hugs.
Did anyone try and lick your nipple while they hug?
No, because my nipple's not out. But I did have like on a see-through mesh shirt ish.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm naked today, but it was very conservative, still very Kelvin. But yeah. So Everyday People was good.
That's good.
And then afterwards, we went to Marcus. Shout out to Marcus. His birthday was yesterday, so he had a game night, and the game night was really festive. Game night, no games.
Isn't that counterproductive to the mission?
Yeah, we had to start playing the games. We played Jenga and Uno on the other side, but on the other side, we were just talking.
What games? So is it a video game type of night or like a board game type of night?
A board game type of night, but I think that it started as a game night, but it was also like it started at 10. No one's playing games at 10:00 at night. But we still did a little games on the side, but like everybody was just drunk, especially after Everyday People. Yeah. People just lingering.
Yeah.
But it made me want to have a game night. I really want to have like an adult, like real ass game night.
I feel like when you say an adult game night, that's when it sounds inappropriate.
I know, but I don't mean like sex time. I mean like have a game night with adults and like actually play games. And like up the ante.
I like to play games.
Like intentional games.
I like to play games.
You like to play games with people's hearts?
With niggas.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I heard you. Heard you got number 1.
Wait, what?
Heard you number 1.
What I got
EDR. Like, like with the rankings. Number 1 player.
Top shooter.
But no, that was it. That was good. We'll talk about other stuff later.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued. Any celebrity appearances? There's always like 5.
I've seen PJ and Roderick from The Sweet Life. Clearly, they're still friends. I have not finished the first couple episodes, but if you watch the first couple episodes of Sweet Life with Issa Rae, the HBO Max,
I haven't started.
We'll see that PJ and Roderick's relationships causes a tiff between a lot of the friends that are already there. So they were out together. So I did not see neither one of the girlfriends. So maybe they're just hanging out. I don't know what's going on.
The Sweet Life, is that the show about people on the West Coast like building themselves up?
The people here in Los Angeles, in the wood.
Yes,
people I've never seen before.
I have watched The Sweet Life. I don't know why.
Season 1 was pretty cool. Like Becky still gets my nerves, but hey, here we are. Yeah, so I've seen them. I see, of course, Kendrick
Lamar.
No, not Lamar. The other Kendrick, licensed Kendrick from Insecure.
Oh, yes.
Janelle Monáe. I always see her.
She was there last time.
Other than that, I didn't walk around like that because I'm afraid of the pox. The pox scare me like this. Working on my body with Cito, he had me doing like the burpees up and down, the crawls, and I scraped my elbow. And I've had a Band-Aid on it for like the last 2 days because scabs don't look like scabs anymore. It's like when COVID first happened, and when people would cough, they'd be like, "What the fuck? You coughing, nigga? How dare you cough?
Did you just motherfucking spit on me? You motherfucking whore!
You just cough at me? You just fucking cough at me?" So now, like, I have a regular scab, but regular scabs, people probably like, that nigga got the pox. So I had a Band-Aid on. Shout out to Band-Aid and their Color Aid, True Color Band-Aids, because I did have a flesh tone black Band-Aid on all weekend. But I had to take it off so I can let it breathe. You know, you gotta let it breathe.
You have to let it breathe. Yeah. I love that you're doing burpees. What surface are you using?
Well, we work out outside.
In the park?
I like the calisthenics. We're outside. We're at the park. So I have a yoga mat that I go up and down on. I have a yoga mat that I've placed that I can use for the burpees and things like that.
Breaks fourth wall.
I had to catch myself.
That's good. That's good. The consistency with partnering with good nutrition, which you already have, is gonna like really
it's fun time.
Get you where you want to be. Yeah. Oh, also, before I get into how my week has been, I'm very excited because today we have entrepreneur, beauty mogul, TV personality Nicole Ray in the building. She will be joining us. If you are in LA, you know how the West Coast traffic is. It is trash. So she is making her commute now, but she should be a vibe.
Yes,
she's gorgeous. So I'm excited to meet her in person.
I'm excited to meet in person as well. So, yeah, that's been my week. Other than that, some good, exciting news at work. I also have to share that with you. I know because I don't want to tell people everything. I feel like jinxing things, especially I talked a lot about relationships. I'm not talking about relationships no more on the show.
Really?
I lie. I'm talking about relationships.
I'm like, we're on episode 255.
I'm definitely talking about relationships.
Yeah.
I feel like I always jinx something, but someone has caught my attention. A lot of people have been trying lately, and I don't know because it's the summer and it's about to be cuffing season or like what's going on. I think it's in the air.
Tail end of the summer.
It's tail end of the summer, so everybody's like, okay, let me shoot my shot right now before we go back into hibernation.
So the person who caught your attention was that Everyday People?
They were there, yes.
Is that where they caught your attention?
No, they caught my attention before, but seeing them at Everyday People,
really,
sometimes when you see people amongst other people and then you still be like, damn, that nigga fine. Amongst all the other fineness.
They are really fine.
That are really, really fine. And that's kind of like, wow.
You've never shown me this person before?
I don't have no pictures.
I'm so excited.
I have no pictures.
I just can't hide it.
I like this, like back in the 50s, like when you can show people your cell phone. Like, that's Mark from math class. You don't know Mark? Oh, okay. You got to spot him out. Can't go. I'm like, this is Mark's IG.
What?
I like that.
Okay. Yeah. Take us back to the olden days.
Yeah.
But
that's my week.
Okay.
Woo! As you can tell, I was out, but I heard you were up all night. So, how's your week?
Honestly, I feel sloppy. I feel fat. I feel
you don't look it.
Drunk and greasy.
You don't look greasy.
Thank you. You freaking bitch. So I'm trying to remember my week, but I will just go moment by moment. Yesterday I went to 2-Bit Circus, which is a super cute like date spot.
Yeah, I keep hearing about that spot.
You know, that's where I did the Jack in the Box commercial.
Really?
That's how I found out about it.
That's so dope.
So I went there yesterday with a friend, and it was super cool.
You were with a friend?
Yeah. And it was like a friend date.
Okay.
It was a friend date.
Okay.
And it was nice. We played video games. We did VR. We were lit as hell. And then we went afterwards. After we were already lit, went across the street to a bar. There was this white man who tried to coerce us into like, I don't know what the situation was, but he tried to like get us to meet his black friend who's also a part of the community without saying that he's a part of the community. He alluded to it. And then he was just like, yeah, he's like this bigger black guy, So me and my friend are hanging out, and we thought, I don't know what we thought. We were drunk. I don't even know if I thought about it after he said it.
Tried to like hook y'all up, or just like, hey, y'all are gay, he's gay, friends.
I think I don't know, because I think the white guy was gay too. So I don't know how that translated for them.
Okay.
But either way, we left, went back to the arcade for a bit, came back, and then got another drink. And then the guy finally arrived. And we just looked at each other like, bitch, I know he was motherfucking lying.
Like, this is not even people we would hang with.
Like, he was a bigger black guy, but like, I don't know. Maybe it was how we received bigger black guy. Like, I'm thinking like tall, statuesque, and da 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 da.
So it's like
heavier set guy.
Yes.
And of course, there's nothing wrong with that. But I was just, it was the way he was trying to sell it. And I'm like, are y'all a couple? And do y'all think we are a couple? And are y'all trying to make this a foursome? I'm opposed to everything that's happening right now.
Like, what's the real reason behind this?
Yeah, right. Like, please, sir, please. It's already been a long night. What else has been going on aside from that?
So wait, time out. You just can't cut off there. So what happened?
Nothing. That's why I stopped.
Oh,
nothing.
I thought maybe a couple. You say you was lit.
My friend went over to engage and like converse with him briefly, and then came back because he was drunk and needed to sit down. Because
that's what I would do. I went over. I would have said hello.
Yeah,
I would have said hi and spoke, but I would have came right back. I'm like, ciao.
To be honest, I was like in a bunch of different places trying to make sure I didn't lose anything and had everything together. So I wasn't too focused, but he went to be a conversationalist. So
can I just make a quick PSA?
Yeah.
Hey, straight friends.
Oh, yes, it's a very necessary PSA. Please, if I think you're talking about what you're talking about.
I understand that you love us as much as we love you. And you just want to see us happy. And you just want to see us joyous. And you just want us to meet and greet all the people that make you happy in your life. And you think that they will make us happy in our lives. But here's a little piece of advice. Stop trying to hook us up with your gay friends. Stop trying to introduce us to all your gay friends. Because there's two things that's going on here. Either if they were meant for us to know, we'll probably already know them. And we'll probably already be in the same circles. But also, we probably don't want to date them. Just because they're gay and I'm gay doesn't mean that we need to.
That has to stop being the foundation for the connection. Like, I do understand it's important because you can't just be trying to connect us to all the trade. But like, if you know our types, lead with that,
please.
Please,
because
that has been a thing. It'll be like, oh, I have a gay friend, and especially during our youth. I don't know how it was for you, but normally that's just how it plays out.
But like, no offense to anybody in the community, because we support everybody in the community.
Period.
But there's preference. Preference in the straight community, gay community, any community is real. I like a little glitter. I like a little glitter. But there's certain amounts of glitter that I like. I also like people that wash their face.
Oh my God, what?
I like people that take care of themselves.
Have you been connected to people that don't wash their face?
I'm just gonna look straight in the camera.
Okay.
I have had people try to hook me up, and sometimes people try to hook you up, people, and you look at yourself like, damn, am I fucked up? Am I not on the tier that I thought I was on? Like, am I trying to date up? Because if this is what you think that'd be a good match for me, maybe I need some self-improvement. I'm talking bad skin, pores smelling like hot Cheetos, and the outfit is just not fitting right, and it's just glitter, and it's rainbow, and it's loud, and it's extra, and it's in your face, and it's like, who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? And this is no offense to anyone. That if you feel like you check those boxes, that's a self-reflection of you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about you.
Go off.
But
stupid.
Please, I am begging you. Stop it. Stop trying to hook me with your gay friends. Matter of fact, I'm not gay no more.
Kelvin, don't be that guy.
A lie. That's a fucking lie.
Do not be that guy.
I'm actually very gay.
Yeah, I know. Never forget.
I shoot rainbows.
Really?
Slight glitter, not a lot of glitter. I have on pearls. Well, that's straight guys wear pearls down too.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Lavelle.
Shout out to Lavelle Access.
Mm-hmm.
Get you some access.
Those are cute.
Thank
They're
you.
Very cute.
These are the Street Pearls. I'm modeling the Street Pearl brand. The Street Pearl model, excuse me, of Access. We'll cut this and give him this.
Right.
Pose.
Period.
Access.
You better work. Cover girl.
Now,
work it, girl. Give a twirl.
I just said I'm not that gay. And then what
Hey,
I
look.
Maybe I am your friend's friend.
I am.
Hook me up with the glitter.
It was more Boom Cat than
It was definitely giving Lorianne.
Yeah.
Too much neck.
It's too much
neck.
Meanwhile,
Queen is going through. The Queen is going through. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to. I have to shout out one person.
Yeah.
That's in Everyday People.
Okay.
I seen Ray.
Oh, yay.
Yes.
Race.
Yes.
Oh, you know I love me some Ray.
And she is definitely a ray of sunlight.
She's so happy. She makes me happy.
Oh my goodness. She made my day. When I walked in, I was minding my business, looking chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
She calls me. I'm like, oh, Ray's calling me. She said, did you just walk in? I said, yeah. I said, I'm over here. Turn to your left. And she was there looking gorgeous.
Yeah,
looking so beautiful.
I love it.
And it just made my day.
Ray don't play.
I knew that
she never
I knew
not
that it was
brings
going
it.
to be a good day when I seen her.
Mm-hmm. Always.
So yeah. So shout out to Ray.
Shout outs to Ray.
Yeah.
We love Ray. We need to have her on the show.
Yeah.
You know that's crazy. Has she ever?
I don't think she's ever been on our show.
That doesn't even make sense.
It does not make any sense.
Okay, Ray, if you're listening to this, we need to rectify this situation.
We need to fix that now.
Long overdue. What was I about to say?
We were talking about your foursome.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was a part of it. What else happened? I don't know. I think now. So I broke my fast on Friday.
I'm about to say congratulations. You didn't break it. You completed it.
I completed it.
Don't say you broke it.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Right. Thank you.
You did a whole month.
I did.
No Popeyes.
Mm-hmm. And now that I'm back to drinking and eating Popeyes, I'm like, wow, I really could do without liquor.
Yeah.
I feel very sloppy. Like I know I don't look sloppy because I looked in the mirror before I left, but I don't feel great.
But you know what happened? Because when I was doing a whole liquor cleanse and I started drinking, and I wasn't drinking yesterday. I had like one shot yesterday, and your tolerance goes back down.
Ugh.
But it also reminds you that you really don't need it because you probably had a ball this last month without the liquor.
Yeah, I felt good. I was present. I was not waking up like struggling.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, yes, this is how it should be.
Yeah. And that's why I think I wasn't drinking all yesterday. Maybe that's why everybody was hollering at me because just looking how I was looking.
Yeah.
But I really think I'm going to stop drinking.
I could see me stopping. Honestly, coming from the fast back to this and now feeling queasy, I'm just like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. And that's why I stopped initially. And now to come back to, I'm like, or maybe just like social drinking, but even that has to be moderated.
Yeah, moderated.
Like moderated.
Because I went overboard.
Down.
That's why the real reason I wasn't drinking Saturday was because Friday, one of my friends, I went on a date, great date, had some sangrias. And then one of my friends from New York, shout out to Andrew Shade. He is the CEO and founder of Broadway Black. So shout out to him. And if you are familiar with Broadway Black or not familiar with Broadway Black is an amazing organization that highlights Black people on Broadway. They show lots of love to those people who are making historic moments on Broadway and people who are behind the scenes or understudies or Black shows. They give a spotlight to those and it's doing amazing things. They have the Antonios that they have every year. And this year I was being nosy. It's going to be big this year. So please look out for the Antonios that's coming in October. So make sure you look out for the Antonios. Okay. It's going to be good. I was with him. And she was like, hey, you drink whiskey? Ooh, I was like, not really, but okay. Child. I was so lit. Josh had to come pick me up.
Really?
Shout out to Josh. I love my best friend. He had to come pick me up, Josh.
Shout out to Josh. He
had to come pick me up.
We love Josh.
And then he took me to Burger King. But that was the worst idea ever.
Why?
Oh, when I tell you stomach was on 10.
But what did you eat?
Both ends.
What did you eat?
I had an Impossible Burger, I think.
Oh, wasn't it late though? Technically,
it was late.
I don't know if they clean the grill like that. I know they should.
Yeah.
But I can't guarantee that that's
especially
what happened.
That late at night, and I don't know how long we've been sitting there. Neither.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
I'm not drinking whiskey or having Burger King in a very long time.
I just had Burger King like on Wednesday. I like Burger King.
I like Burger King too.
But
I'll be laying low from the Burger King. So I don't know what I and also I think because I took over your week. My bad.
You did.
My bad.
Whore.
You can finish it for the last minute and 30 seconds.
Honestly, I don't remember much of this week. I don't.
You got drunk. You had sex with the foursome.
I did not have sex this week.
So why are you so drunk now?
Because me and my friend committed to going out, having fun, and drinking.
It was a commitment.
It was
to be drunk.
Yes.
That was the go. Hey Eric, what you doing? Nothing. Let's go get drunk.
That was not. We planned this out a month prior, and
y'all planned a month in advance to get drunk,
to go hang out, to hang out. The drinking was a part. I was not thinking about drinking last month. It wasn't a part of my plan. We just wanted to hang out because we're really cool, and we were like, okay, my fast. I was like, my fast is done. Let's hang out. And then he was like, yeah, like I'm gonna get you fucked up. I was like, and then lo and behold. So yeah, it was what it was, and I have no regrets.
You shouldn't.
None.
That's good. I think I'm stopped drinking. Like as I sit here and think about it, I think I just do edibles and just be it. I think I'm done drinking.
I kind of want to cut back on weed too. I'm wondering. I'm like, am I transitioning to a clean lifestyle?
You are. You are finally becoming sober after all these years of crack. These years of you on your knees sucking toes for a piece of crack rock, a small hit to get you through the day, and now you're finally becoming sober. I, for one, I remember that time you called me and you were in that crack house, and you was like, Kelvin, I'm stuck in the crack house. Toes are in my mouth. How do I get out of this situation? And you know what? I came and I saved you. And when we get back, I want you to tell a little bit about your recovery. We'll be back with more to Get Right.
You suck.
Came and I saved you. And when we get back, I want you to tell a little bit about your recovery. We'll be back with more to Get Right.
Hey, Jackie, what's wrong?
I'm over here running around trying to tell everybody about the Podcast Pit.
What's the Podcast Pit?
I'm glad you asked. The Podcast Pit is an event where you will find some of your favorite podcasts performing in front of a live audience.
Will there be food and drinks there?
Of course there will be. It's at Joxer Dailies in Culver City. They have a full bar and a full menu.
Hey, I may need to tell people about this as well.
Yes, come with me. Let's tell them. The Podcast Pit is coming. The Podcast Pit is coming.
Hey, what's up, business owners? Are you looking to take your business a step forward? Are you looking for more people to know what you have to offer? You are in luck. The Good News Radio has a special deal for you right now. You can get a commercial slot 4 times a day, every day for a month. If you are interested, email contact@tgnradio.net for more information.
Manuel Jones, also known as Zach, the original Black Ranger. Hey, and make sure you're checking out TGN Radio. Hey.
Peace, family, brother Regis. I'm here. You already know I'm checking in with TGN Radio, Black owned. So you already know that's where I'm at. Tap in.
It's a pleasure to meet you in person. I met you 100 times. You're lying, man.
Hey, Shariq LeMay.
Hey, what up, J Pinkay?
You already know what it is. You pulling up with me on Thursdays?
Oh, you already know Thursdays is lit.
What we doing?
We live on TGN Talk.
You already know 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern for our East Coast folks. And hey, Kelvin, why don't you join us sometime? Gee, if you think I'm ready.
All right, Kelvin.
What a clown.
We'll see you then.
It's Keith Good News here, telling and reminding y'all to make sure you listen to Top of the Morning every Monday and Wednesday to get your morning started off right. 9 a.m. on TGN.
Oh my
God. It's for the above average only.
No, of course.
Hey, my name is Jasmine Sweets, and I'm so excited to be bringing you the Sweet Spot on TGN Vibes, Good Vibes, and R&B. Playing the old school, new school, and in between. I'm coming to you this summer. Stay tuned.
Huh?
Birthdays
Oh,
are meant
hello.
for
Can you hear
celebration.
me?
And when it comes
Okay.
to
Y'all hear
celebrating,
me?
Flour and
Okay.
Sugar never misses a beat. Offering custom cake designs to fit any special occasion, your cake will be the talk around town. From sushi cakes to perfume bottles, everything is always edible. With flavors like Oreo, banana pudding, and our top flavor, strawberry shortcake, I can't miss. Order your special cake today by email at flourandsugarla@gmail.com or visit our website at flourandsugar.store. Or if you want to see new designs, follow us on Instagram at _flour_and_sugar_.
Hey there, business owners. Don't miss our limited time offer. Advertise on the Good News Radio as low as $2 per commercial slot. That's right. Promote your business up to 4 times a day.
All right, and we are back here live with the Get Right, and we have a very special guest. Eric, go ahead and introduce our guest.
Yes, we have entrepreneur, beauty mogul, TV personality, the lovely Nicole Ray.
So sorry I'm late, guys.
You look so good.
Thank you,
do.
honey. It takes a couple extra minutes, honey,
Okay.
to do all this, you
You
know.
look gorgeous.
Just a few extra minutes.
Just like a couple, like 1 or
Okay.
2 extra minutes, honey. You know, I'm so sorry I'm late for church. I would have definitely, you know, I just tiptoe in like after they do praise and worship, right when it's time for the good part.
Okay, it's the red bottom for me.
Yes, that's what it is.
I mean, a little something, you know.
The
I mean, I
expensive
came to get
perfume.
right, honey.
Okay.
You know, I came to chit chat.
Big purr.
How are you doing? We've been recapping our week, so let's get into it.
Okay. My week was actually pretty awesome. Like, you know, I had a busy week at the salon. I had a busy week in life, honey. You know, as you guys know, I'm on a little show, you know. So this week was the first week everybody was introduced to me on the show. So that was interesting, you know, to see myself on the screen, you know, and hear what the people had to say. So that's what I've been doing all week, reading comments.
I know that's right.
I never read the comments. I was always told never read the comments.
They told me not to read them, and I probably should not have, but I did, and it's okay. You know, it's fine.
You said it's a little show, but honestly, I didn't realize how big of a following that show had.
No. I'm right. Not little in that sense.
Yeah,
like it's definitely
yeah.
a huge platform, and it's a huge show, honey. You know, it's my first little dibble dabble, honey, and being in front of the camera. I'm so used to being behind the camera, honey. I might got to go back behind there because in front, honey, they are ruthless.
It's a lot.
They are ruthless in these reality streets.
So okay, y'all are still filming right now.
We're still filming.
So like, what has we had Rich Bomb last week?
Oh, okay, my brother. Yes.
So how's the experience been for you thus far?
Honestly, you know, the experience as far as filming is fun to me. You know what I mean? Because it's just me being me. You know what I mean? So that part is fun. Now, the part that I probably could have left at home was all the extra nonsense that comes along with it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to think, like, these are 9 new people that I never knew before. You know what I mean? And me and my friends group, we don't have all this drama and all this yelling and fussing and fighting. And I'm just not used to that. Like, I ain't argued with a hoe in a long time.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it was good to see that I still got it though, honey. I was like, oh, okay, you still quick and witty with it, honey. You know, I'm ready for it. Like, what's up? What y'all want to do? You know what I mean? But I really just thought, bitch, I was gonna show up and have a good time. Like, I was just here to have fun. But you know,
because a lot of times when we're watching these shows, we all have this notion that it's a lot of just made up beef or just made up things. But these people are really
it's real beef, and these people are real mad, and it's so interesting. You know what I mean? When I signed up for the show, I told them, I said, here's the thing, guys, like, I'm just gonna give y'all me, and that's it, and that's all. I'm not gonna fake no scenes. I'm not gonna fake no drama. Like, if y'all want it to be a problem with me, honey, somebody gonna have to bring it to me, because I'm more of a reactor. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really start stuff. You know, I just react to the shit when it comes my way. So no, it's definitely not made up at all. Like, I wish we could have made some things up, honey, because I'm like, baby, it ain't gotta be all that. Like, what are we doing? Like, why is it getting to this level? Like, we barely know each other.
Well, you can tell like who's been introduced to a camera before and who hasn't, because of the reactions a lot of times. So you know, you just gotta do what you do. I'm sure you are giving looks all season long.
And that's all I came to do is be pretty. Like, I literally showed up, honey, to be pretty, and that's it. I'm just like, I just came here to dance for y'all. And that's it. Like, that's it.
I've been saying that shit all weekend.
Right. That's all I came here for. Like, I did not come here for that. But if y'all want it, I'm ready.
Yes. Period. Okay, so we'll get into that as well as your business, hair care, all of that in a few segments moving on.
Problem.
But right now, let's get into Bitch You Better Read.
Oh, well, let's go.
Try it again.
No pressure. Okay, number one. So Russia's ready to discuss prisoner swap one day after Brittany Griner's 9-year conviction. So a day after Brittany Griner was sentenced to 9 years by a Russian court for drug offense, they're ready to discuss a prisoner swap. On Friday, Russia stated that they were ready to proceed with talks about a prisoner swap. Initially, President Biden and Putin agreed on a diplomatic channel that would be used to discuss details, saying we are ready to discuss this topic, but within the framework of the channel that was agreed upon by Presidents Putin and Biden. If the Americans decide to once again resort to public diplomacy, that is their business, and I would even say that that is their problem. Russian authorities reiterated that they are only interested in discussing a prisoner swap in private. So the Americans have already made that mistake, suddenly deciding to use a megaphone diplomacy to resolve these issues. Biden told White House reporters that he's hopeful and we're working hard to get Brittney back home. A Russian court found Brittney guilty of attempted drug smuggling and possession on Thursday. So according to CNN, the guilty verdict says that Brittney had criminal intent when she tried to enter the country with less than 1 gram of cannabis oil in her luggage. Before the conviction, Russian prosecutors asked the court to consider giving the WNBA star 9.5 years in their closing. Shortly after news of the verdict broke, Brittney's lawyers confirmed that the Russian court obliged the prosecutor's request. As a result, she was sentenced to 9 years in a penal colony, per the New York Times. Additionally, the judge fined Brittney about $16,300. Oh, no, $16,301, which translates to 1 million rubles, I guess, in Russia. So Brittney apologized and stated in part, I never meant to hurt anybody. I never meant to put in jeopardy the Russian population. I never meant to break any laws here. How do y'all feel about the verdict with the whole Brittney Griner case?
So wait, so they arrested her because she brought some drugs?
So she was traveling back to the country, and she had like 1 gram of cannabis oil. So you know how like a weed pen, that little like cartridge, that's what she had, and they was like, we locking your ass up, and then they 9 years.
Yeah, she's been in jail since February. So this has been a ongoing process of delays and of unfairness, and they're trying to do 2 prisoners. There's a person who has been convicted here in America for like heavy guns and like artillery, and there's another guy that's like a drug lord, and trying to do a prisoner swap for those 2 for Brittney, who has less than a blunt on her.
So they're trying to say that we're going to send them 2 prisoners to put in their jail and then give us her back.
Yes.
Now, sis, bitch, what kind of wife swap is going on here? Like, what?
Very much so.
Right. I'm
Very
like, wait,
so.
what? The whole thing sounds crazy to me. Like, we arresting people for a little bit of weed oil. Like, I'd have been like, bitch, I'd be using that on my elbows because they hurt a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, 9 years. Like, y'all already fined her. Like, y'all fined her. That's not enough. Like,
and she's been there since February. I think that it goes back to race, sexuality, and
also where she's from.
But she was coming back to the States, right? So where did she get the weed oil from?
Russia.
I guess Russia.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so, I mean, I got it from y'all. Like, y'all mad because I got something that I had to buy here. Because if it was that I brought it in here, you guys would have already got me on the way in. Now y'all trying to get me on the way out. Yeah. It's like y'all would just want me to go back home, you would think. But I feel like it's a money thing.
It's a money thing. It's a political thing.
Yeah, I think it's a fight for power because, you know, the relations between Russia and our country has been shit for the last, I don't know how long. And right now they want to get those 2 people back, the prisoner swap, because those are really powerful allies for Russia.
Right.
So with that, I don't know what kind of destruction they can cause, but they're just offering us Brittney. And the sad thing is we can't just be like, it's not really worth it because this is a whole human being.
Right.
That's life is being compromised. She can't compete in the WNBA. So it's like, you don't want to like, I don't know. This is kind of a fucked up thing.
It's a fucked up thing, and I don't want to get in my political soapbox because, you know, I would sit here and talk about politics all day. But it is definitely applied and employed to make the Biden administration look weak. We got to think about who's the players here. These are Putin, and his best friend is Trump. We know Trump is trying to gear up for this 2024 election. If we use Brittney as a pawn in this chess match, saying like, okay, we're going to keep her here, but look, the Biden administration can't get her back. They can't do this. They how to do that. When in fact, it's not the Biden administration that has the power. It's Russia. She's in jail in Russia. Just like they said, you made this loud. The negotiations have to go through them. So we as a community, they pick up who they thought at first was an NBA player, did not realize she was a woman.
Right.
The first report said an NBA player was arrested. We got an NBA player. Americans don't care, especially the Black community that showed out in numbers and historically voted for Biden. So it's a big political pool, and it's sad that Brittney's in the middle of this.
Yeah. Right, because it's probably like they probably would not have even arrested her had it not been all this stuff going on. You know what I mean? It's like, we're going to prove a point to you guys. Like, hello, we got something y'all want. Give us something we want. You know what I mean? So then it's like, once you get what you want, even though it's a fair exchange, once you get what you want, it's like, oh, boom, we got them to do what we wanted them to do. You know what I mean? So now you can stand on your laurels and be like, boom, you guys are not as strong as you thought you were, because all we did was dangle a little carrot in front of you and you took it. And it's kind of like America can't just be like, well, we're just gonna let her rot over there, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like being placed in between a rock and a hard place. It's like you're damned if you do and damn if you don't. You know what I mean? Like if America does what we need to do to get her back here because it was some BS, then it looks like, okay, well, maybe we're weak because, you know, we took the bait. You know what I mean? They had something we wanted, so we gave them what they wanted. And it was like what they gave them was way more powerful than what was over there. You see what I'm saying? Than what we got. So it's just... Baby,
I feel
just don't break no laws. Just don't break no laws out the country.
And I'm not going. I don't know.
I'm not going to Russia.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's
no,
not a vacation spot.
Right, exactly. Like it's not. That is not Bermuda. Like,
right.
Hello.
Where you go sit? What are you doing while you're there?
Right.
Black people are ridiculous. It ain't Bermuda. You know we love a Caribbean.
Hello, it's not Bermuda. Like what's going on here?
Right. Fuck Russia. Okay. Number two. Rapper Mystical arrested and booked for first-degree rape.
Where'd your story go?
Where the fuck is the story?
Where'd your story go? I've seen that.
You know, well, while I get the story together, I will say I am so tired of reading this about Mystical. Mystical is one of my favorite rappers.
Ain't he old now? Like, who is raping people? Like, he probably need a blue pill.
But this is like some honey or something, a gas station pill.
Right. Like
not the rhino pill?
The rhino pill.
Oh, do those work? Do those really do those work? Like
I've never,
but from what I've heard,
you're not giving me like you've never tried it before.
I've never, but from what I've heard,
allegedly,
allegedly,
I heard they work.
Oh, okay.
But it's like his third charge.
Like he keep raping bitches?
Yeah,
keeps getting off.
I wish he would stop.
I mean, he was fine back in the day. He could call me. He don't gotta rape nobody. He could call me. Like I'm available.
He was gonna yell at you.
Yes, I know.
I mean, it's fine. I'm used to it, honey. I hang out with Rich Bomb. Like I'm used to it. Like I'm used to it. Like
it's very much so. It's very much so.
Like I'm used to it.
Definitely speakerphone over there.
I would have been A-okay with the yelling, honey. Go ahead, do your thing, daddy.
Right? Come on. Okay. So Mystical is arrested on multiple charges, including first-degree rape, false imprisonment, simple robbery, and more. Jesus, Mystical. It looks like Mystical has found himself in trouble once again. And this time, he was arrested and booked on multiple different charges. According to WBRZ, on Sunday, Mystical was arrested and booked into the Ascension Parish Jail on several charges, which include false imprisonment, first-degree rape, simple robbery, I don't even know what simple robbery is, domestic abuse battery, and simple criminal damage to property. This is not Mystical's first time being accused of rape. As previously reported, he was released back in 2019 after posting his $3 million bond, which was possible due to a record deal he had signed at the time. The following year, the rape charges he had been facing were dropped due to a lack of evidence. That incident in particular stemmed from a 2016 situation involving a woman at a casino where he had been performing. He turned himself into authorities in August 2017 for first-degree rape and second-degree kidnapping charges. He spent 18 months behind bars before posting a bond in 2019. After the rape charges were dropped for that case, Mystical's attorney told TMZ that the charges were dropped because new scientific evidence emerged, causing a grand jury to take a second look at the rape allegations made against him. WBRZ reports that Mystical also faced sexual crime allegations back in 2004 that he was reportedly accused of sexually assaulting his hairstylist. No bond has been set for his recent arrest. Mystical, who is a New Orleans native, quickly rose to fame during the 1990s and early 2000s and topped the charts with hit records such as Danger and Shake It Fast, two of my favorite songs in life.
Well, he was giving us a warning.
It was the fact that you were like, he does not need to worry about going to do all that mess because you're available.
Hello.
And then I read this about a hairstylist.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, does he still have hair? Like
Mystical is bald as fuck.
Right,
with a fedora.
like, what is going on here?
Well, this is had braids back then.
But they talking about he robbing people. Like, and this is the problem. These people got to handle their business because you should still have some money.
Yeah.
Like, them songs were very popular. There should still be some kind of checks flowing.
He also warned us in those songs. This song is dangerous. Get on the floor. The nigga right here.
Right.
Say
it. And did.
He warned us.
So this ain't his first time. So I mean, it's like we need some kind of conversion therapy or something at this point. Like
I think what happens is it's the same case with R. Kelly, same case with Trey Songz, same case with a lot of these male rappers who are have a little bit of power, they have these moments and then we forget about because they do something for us that makes us feel like, oh wow, we really enjoy their entertainment. So they can't be that way.
Right.
So then it gets pushed back again. Then something else happens. It's like, oh, this is another fluke.
Right.
Somebody lying. But now the third time, it's listen to people the first time.
I mean, you know, and I be trying to play devil's advocate, you know what I mean? So a lot of times these girls, they do things, honey, do anything for clout, you know what I mean? And then when it doesn't go the way that you thought that it was supposed to go, then you're like, oh my God, I was raped. You know, because now he's talking about he was robbing people. Like, girl, what he rob you for? Like, what he steal your pussy?
Maybe it's doing Black China. You know, Black China holding people in hotel rooms.
You know, so I'm just, you know, I mean, I'm just confused, you know, like, it's just like, it's so much free pussy out there. Like, why, like, I'm okay, I'm done.
And Mystical, if you bored, there's free boy pussy. Look,
hello, it's a lot of stuff. What's up? Like, let's set the threesome up. Like, hello.
When Nivea said been so long, I felt that.
Right.
That's why I'm available.
Y'all would still let Mystical hit?
Well, not with this.
2022 Mystical.
All right, move the mic.
I gotta see a photo of him. I gotta Google it. I ain't seen him in a long time.
Oh, I have an updated photo.
Let me see the photo.
I'm gonna show you the updated photo.
If he's still cute a little bit, honey, I mean, I'll do it. I like him a little aggressive. Like just a little bit. Like not too much.
I would never.
Like you might slap me, but don't slap me though.
Right.
But you might.
Right. I like that.
Period.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah, I'm always ready.
Okay, boom. Let me see. Let me see if it gives me a tingle in my loin.
That's Mystical 2022.
Let me see if I get a tingle. He probably could still get it a little bit. He need a little haircut. You know, the face is still the same. It's just an older face. How old is he now?
He has to be in his 40s.
40s, yeah.
Oh,
Gotta be in
okay.
his 40s.
Yeah, that thing still work, I guess. I don't know.
But Mystical, you gotta chill.
Do better, Mystical.
You
Please
gotta
do
chill.
better. Like, it's not that serious. Like, if these bitches don't want to give it to you, just get another bitch.
Right, please. That's disgusting. Okay, number 3.
Number 3.
A woman is charged after holding at least 17 immigrants hostage and demanding they pay thousands of dollars for their freedom. Child, this world going to hell.
What is going on here?
Hell. A Texas woman faces a federal charge after allegedly holding 17 undocumented immigrants hostage. According to a statement from the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas, the 30-year-old made an initial appearance before a judge on Thursday. Officials charged Manuela Magdalena Jamon Castro.
I'm not doing it today. I'm not doing it today.
Are we saying she's Hispanic?
I'm not doing it today. I'm not doing it today.
We are saying she's Hispanic. You ain't need no 4 names?
Right. Well, did she have other Hispanics? Like, what kind of people did she have captive?
Why does she have 4 names?
Manuela Magdalena Jamon Castro. She was charged with alien harboring.
Dresses. Y'all not gonna tell me she don't sew dresses, honey.
She sews dresses. She
make tacos. Horchata.
Eats tahini off her finger.
And I was gonna eat at her house because that name just makes me feel like she was gonna make the stuff good.
She be cooking down.
Right.
So she was charged with alien harboring via criminal complaint. Manuela allegedly partnered with several entities to hold the immigrants hostage until they paid thousands of dollars for their freedom. Child. The complaint says Manuela, a family member in an illegal immigrant smuggling operation, worked together to hold the immigrants in Manuela's home. In addition to the hostage component, Manuela also allegedly threatened them with no food or water. To be freed, Manuela and her partners demanded each immigrant pay between $11,000 and $12,000 upfront or worked off the debt. Police were clued in on the scheme by law enforcement in California. A woman contacted police with a tip that someone was holding her sister for ransom in Texas. The unidentified woman said that her sister traveled to Mexico from Guatemala, hoping to find asylum in the U.S. Instead, the undocumented immigrant crossed the Mexico-U.S. border under the orders and captivity of a Mexican cartel. Once in Friona, Texas, the undocumented immigrant woman managed to escape. Before fleeing, she sent her sister a pin of her location. Law enforcement.
Wait, she sent a pin. What kind of iPhone she had if she was held captive? What y'all?
Listen, Obama phone's still alive.
Somebody lying. She said, "Drop my pin." Like, where did she get the phone from? She didn't even have the 11,000. Where she get?
No, please.
iPhone cost 1,100. Like, where did she get the iPhone? Y'all not about to play with me today. Okay, back to the church service. Let's go. Continue on.
You really care?
I mean, I'm just trying to get the details. Like, the math is not mathing. The math is not mathing at this moment.
When I seen the name, that's why I was not here for no.
And the crazy thing is, once I said drop the pin, I was like, oh shit.
Right.
Or automatically.
So she gave them all phones so they could call their people to get the money.
Right. Oh, Manuela. If you want to do it, do it right.
Well, that was very nice of her to get him a phone. Right. She gave him a phone like, hey, tell your people to Zelle me, Cash App me, Venmo, Apple Pay, like 11,000.
Slide it.
Not them dropping pins and stuff.
Dropping a pin. Like, I'm done. Okay, continue on.
Right.
What if Harriet Tubman dropped the pin?
Huh?
Harriet.
Right. If Harriet would have dropped the pin, honey, we wouldn't have needed all this Underground Railroad and stuff, honey. We'd be like, boom, we're
And
right
I think
here.
we're missing that part. She's the modern day Harriet Tubman. She's dropping pins.
She dropped the pin.
Freeing the Hispanics.
I mean, well, Lord, you know, what Portia say? I mean, how did they get that train under there? Like,
right. I always wanted to know. You know, like,
it's crazy.
I'm dead. Okay.
Law enforcement conducted an interview with the immigrant woman. She revealed that someone forced her into a car at gunpoint in Mexico. Months later, the assumed smuggling cartel walked her across the southern border and then moved her from house to house in New Mexico and Texas. Her kidnappers refused to let her go, and eventually she ended up in Manuela's house. Under Manuela's watch, the woman was told she couldn't leave without coughing up $12,000. Police took action after their interview with the woman and another individual who was held captive at the residence. After searching the home, police found at least 17 undocumented immigrants. 2 of the people found were 2 minor children, per the statement. Manuela's home did not have much furniture, but police found mattresses and blankets spread across the floor. When police entered the residence, most of the captive immigrants attempted to hide in the attic, cupboards, and totes covered with blankets. After the search, police conducted interviews with the undocumented persons. In addition to admitting their illegal smuggled entry into the U.S., they told of the people running the show. The immigrants said that the smugglers took away their cell phones, but allowed some contact to obtain their entrance fee coins. A few truly believed that they had to pay the fee in order to leave Friona, per the statement. If Manuela is convicted on the alien harboring charge, she faces up to 5 years in prison.
Brittany got 9. She gonna get 5.
Right.
It's unclear how many additional immigrants Manuela and the connected entities have held hostage and charged for their freedom.
I cannot wait for this Lifetime TV movie.
Well, I gotta be on Lifetime.
Oh, this is gonna be
so they didn't have no couches.
No.
They had a couple of mattresses and a couple blankets, but they had iPhones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They had a cot and a quilt and an Obama phone.
Priorities.
You look.
It's the priorities for me.
Manuela's like, we need to stack up.
Right.
Okay, fucking IKEA, bitch.
She got that new T-Mobile. She got that T-Mobile. You know, add a new line for $2.
Right. She was like, hello.
Everybody
and the
gets a
girl,
line.
and the girl dropped her pin. Like, hello, pick me up. I'm right here
Right
on the
here.
side of this road nobody knows about.
Right.
But think about that. That is like actually really rather crazy. Like you're fighting for your freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get smuggled across the border just to live in someone's attic with a blanket and a cot and think that you have to pay like $12,000 to be free.
Right.
That's sad.
There's a special place in hell for Manuela, right next to Yolanda. Saldivar.
Manuela
Okay.
kidnapped these people at the wrong time. She should have kidnapped them 2 years ago when it was
Mm-hmm.
the COVID. She could have got their EDD.
Mm-hmm.
She could have got their PPP
And they stimulus.
And they stimulus. Like girl, the money is gone. Like what you like, girl, the money is gone. Like you kidnapped them at the wrong time.
Well, you know, I don't know, because monkeypox is coming around right now, so this could be like a
There's gonna
resurgence
be
of
some
that.
new free checks.
Mhm.
Oh, so she's waiting.
Mhm.
Oh, she just needed their socials, really. So she
That's
didn't even
all
have to
she
keep
needed.
them.
No,
Girl,
she
just
could
get
let
their
them free.
socials. She could have let them free, honey. She could have applied and certified and did all the things of the things.
Maybe
Okay,
she's
Manuela.
lonely. Maybe she just wants like house company. It's a sick way to do it. You know, there's
Right.
apps.
She could have gave him a
but-
couch.
Well, at least they're not
Yeah.
saying that she was making them do like sex work or anything.
Yeah.
Honey, she just said, honey, where's the money? And then we're gonna let you guys go.
But also, you have all these undocumented immigrants in one house. Why are y'all not whooping her ass?
I was gonna. That was that right before you said it. Why nobody walked outside?
Well, have you guys ever thought about that? Have you guys ever noticed that people never use their brains in certain situations? Like it's very crazy. So let's take it back a lot of years. So you
Mhm.
mean to tell me that someone hijacked a plane with a box cutter?
Wait, are we talking
That's
about
9/11.
9/11.
That's how that happened?
Yeah, they had a box
Someone
cutter.
hijacked a plane with a box cutter. There's a plane full of people. Nobody wanted to get cut for the cause. Like one person would just got barely sliced a little bit.
A little stick.
A little
bit,
slice.
a little bit.
So when you have 17, 15 women in here and there's one Manuela, they didn't say she had y'all chained up or nothing. Y'all was just hiding in the attic. Nobody wanted to whoop her ass.
Manuela's
Right.
a boss. I want
A
I wanna
boss,
see
honey.
her
Manuela is madam off all the queen's men,
Okay,
honey.
I
And
wanna see her
everybody falls
movie.
in line and does what she says to do.
I wanna see her
Child,
movie.
fuck Manuela. You ain't about to have me living like Anne Frank. Bitch, you can't let me out this motherfucking house. If you don't let me out this motherfucking house, and that's on
Bitch,
BD Bum Bum.
I'm about to throw a mattress at y'all. Like,
I'm quitting the show.
I'm about to throw a mattress at you. Like, what's the problem?
I
Like,
am so sorry to all my everybody that is associated with me. I know I'm about to be canceled. I am so sorry.
okay, man.
Fuck
Well,
Manuela.
I mean, right, Manuela's a boss.
She is.
She's a boss bitch, and you know what? I don't condone it, but hey, if people are foolish enough to go for it, because bitch, I talk too much. You're never gonna kidnap me.
No.
I'm never gonna shut the hell up.
Mhm.
So you're gonna let me go
Just for peace.
just for peace, because I'm gonna keep being like, girl, hello, I'm ready to go. Like, I don't got no money. I don't have, girl. My stimulus is gone. My checks are gone, girl. Like everything's gone. Let me out, girl. Like this is whack. Like hello.
Shout out to Manuela and all the trade that have people dealing with nothing more than a mattress and a sheet.
And an iPhone. Don't forget the iPhone.
And an iPhone.
Don't forget the iPhone.
Some of the trade didn't even have that. Number 4.
Yeah, there's more than a lot of people. Number 4.
Papa John's founder John Schnatter claims that his conservative views made the pizza better. Oh wow.
Okay.
It was a slow news day.
White
Just
tears.
kind of grasping the
White
straws.
tears are really good for cheese.
Yeah.
All right.
Former Papa John's CEO and founder John Schnatter claims that his conservative views led to better pizza with better ingredients. During an interview at a conservative political action conference in Dallas on Thursday, Schnatter discussed his time at the company before being removed for using the N-word. He said his conservative views led to the franchise becoming one of the top pizza chains in the country. He says, we built the whole company on conservative values. Conservative ideology has 2 of the most critical attributes, truth and God. If you run your life on principle, you're going to win, he explained. Schnatter claims that since his departure from the company, Papa John's has been in the same competitive market as Little Caesars, drag them.
Oh.
In a November 2021 interview, he called the public outrage against his racist comments a crucifixion and said that it was unethical. He said that he was set up as the laundry services CEO, an advertising company that works with Papa John's, as they recorded their phone conversations so he can embarrass him later. Schnatter believes that the racially charged questions during a conference call were a way to have the public see him as something that he's not. What bothers me is Colonel Sanders calling blacks niggers. Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm. Colonel Sanders, wait, that's the that's the Colonel, right?
From KFC.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, so we're not supposed to eat KFC or Papa John's?
He called us niggas.
Colonel Sanders?
Yeah.
I lived in Kentucky for a while, and we will talk about this when we get back
Oh my god.
from this break
He called
about
us a nigga?
just how racist the food chains are.
I
We'll
just
be back
was
from
at
work here right
KFC.
after this
I'm so stressed out.
from this break
He called
about
us a
how
nigga?
just how racist the food chains are.
I
We'll
just
be back
was
from
at
work here right
KFC.
after this.
Yo, what's cracking, fools? It's your boy, Caesar Leo. Caesar Leo knows it all. Check me out every Tuesday at 1 p.m. right here on TGN Latinx, the authority in radio and podcast. Let's go, baby. And what? Fool, you don't like it? So what?
Are you single and ready to mingle? Well, you may not be, but now here's your chance to purchase an all-new 30-day journal, Single and Not Quite Ready to Mingle. A 30-day journal to make the most of your single season. It's by me, Chanel, co-host of Brunch with Besties show. You can purchase your journal right now on Amazon by typing in Single and Not Quite Ready to Mingle. Now is the time to do the work. I'm rooting for you. Go ahead and purchase your journal now. Single and Not Quite Ready to Mingle, a 30-day journal to make the most of your single season. Are you ready?
Hey, my name is Jasmine Sweets, and I'm so excited to be bringing you The Sweet Spot on TGN Vibes, Good Vibes, and R&B. Playing the old school, new school, and in between. I'm coming to you this summer. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, it's the Primos Chidos. Hopefully you're enjoying this show, but if it sucks, be sure to check out our show, live Thursdays at 12.
Yeah, join me and my sister and basically my brother as we discuss everything from immigration to ejaculation.
If that sounds interesting, then we're the show for you.
Warning, the following podcast features discussion of sensitive topics, graphic content, and uncensored stupidity. Unless otherwise stated, the featured content is not discussed by professionals or experts. TGN and the Primos Chilos must advise against taking anything said on this program too seriously. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yo, this is Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked, and even though they extra as hell, check out Never Not Extra on TGN Network.
That's right.
Y'all gotta have notes, cue cards, teleprompter.
Hey there, business owners. Don't miss our limited time offer. Advertise on the Good News Radio as low as $2 per commercial slot. That's right. Promote your business up to 4 times a day, every day for a month on live radio. If you're interested, email us at contact@tgnradio.net. Once again, that's contact@tgnradio.net.
Hey, Jackie, what's wrong?
I'm over here running around trying to tell everybody about the Podcast Pit.
What's the Podcast Pit?
I'm glad you asked. The Podcast Pit is an event where you will find some of your favorite podcasts performing in front of a live audience.
Will there be food and drinks there?
Of course there will be. It's at Joxer Dailies in Culver City. They have a full bar and a full menu.
Hey, I may need to tell people about this as well.
Yes, come with me. Let's tell them. The Podcast Pit is coming.
The Podcast Pit is coming. Hey, Jackie, what's wrong?
I'm over here running around trying to tell everybody about the Podcast Pit.
What's the Podcast Pit?
I'm glad you asked. The Podcast Pit is an event where you will find some of your favorite podcasts performing in front of a live audience.
Will there be food and drinks there?
Of course there will be. It's at Joxer Dailies in Culver City. They have a full bar and a full menu.
Hey, I may need to tell people about this as well.
All right, we are back. You are listening to the Get Right Radio Show. We are currently in the middle of Bitch You Better Read, and we have the lovely Nicole Ray in the building today. So you know we're getting into the
my
thing.
whole life because now I can't do nothing. I can't go nowhere. I can't cross the border.
Mm.
I can't go to Russia. I cannot eat the Papa John's. Like,
And you can't hang out with no bitches named Manuel.
and I can't hang out, bitch. Oh, I'm just gonna stay at home. It's safer that way.
Okay, and cheaper.
Just very much cheaper.
So where I left, okay, so after his departure in 2019, Shatner launched a website titled Save Papa John's, which featured a letter describing his views on the company's board members' decision and other factors. He says, the board wants to silence me. So this is my website and my way to talk to you. As I said in a recent letter, I miss you all very much. More than words can express. Papa John's is our life's work, and we will all get through this together somehow, some way. There were also reports of Shatner eating 40 pizzas within a month and various TikTok videos of his home. However, Shatner later denied these claims while appearing on the H3 podcast with host Ethan Klein. When I said I had a pizza, it means I'm inspecting. I'm not eating every pizza. I may be eating parts of pizzas. I don't. Okay.
Wait, so he bought 40 pizzas even though he don't work there no more.
That's what I don't get. I don't know why he was there was getting the pizzas.
This sounds like an unhealthy attachment.
It does.
It's given. Do y'all remember when that man did the little experiment thing with the McDonald's?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all seen the thing? It was called Super Size Me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
That was supposed to deter us from McDonald's. Meanwhile, I went right to McDonald's.
And meanwhile, you see, they took the super size off, honey. So now you can just get the large.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
How big was the super size? I don't think I ever got one.
It was only like this much bigger than the large. You know what I mean? They still gonna give you 12 fries. It don't matter. They're not gonna fill it up.
Right.
I don't know. I think this is just rather interesting story to think of how these food chains are really just deeply hidden in racism and just like, especially like who they cater to.
Right.
Like with KFC and Papa John's being in Kentucky, the KFC Yum Center. That's where U of L plays.
Right.
And
U
Yum is U of L, University of Louisville.
Oh.
Because Kentucky doesn't have any professional teams.
Gotcha.
So the Yum Center is the company, the umbrella company of KFC, Papa John's, Taco Bell.
And I like all of those.
So it's like, here we are. It's rooted in that racism that's put into our communities. Like you don't see a KFC or a Papa John's in Beverly, in Westwood.
No.
Right.
You see them in our neighborhood. So then when someone is like, well, Colonel Sanders say nigga.
Right.
They shucking the job for us.
And I mean, and it goes back to, to me, it just goes back to when you're in certain positions, there are certain views that you just cannot publicly express. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to get into the whole political thing, honey, but there are certain people that were in places of power in previous 2 seconds ago, you know what I mean? And it's not that they did a bad job being in power, it's that your personal views overshadowed what you did for the country, you know what I mean? So it's like, yes, y'all make awesome pizza. Yes, you guys fry great chicken. Shut the hell up. Like, have these conversations with your friends. Do not have these you know what I mean? Like, have these conversations with your friends. Like, if I get a difficult customer, honey, I'm not going to discuss it on a public platform or in front of other customers. I'm going to discuss it behind the scenes with my team or with my family or with my friends somewhere where I know it's not going to get out. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if it's about the dollar, then let it be about the dollar. You know what I mean? Like, but unfortunately, when people run their cocksuckers too much, then it overshadows what's going on.
When Chick-fil-A going down?
Y'all gays won't stop.
All right, I'm a part of the problem.
Y'all love Polynesian.
They
It's
love,
so
they
good.
love the Chick-fil-A. Like the people
It's just
love
a Polynesian
the Chick-fil-A.
Y'all love, and they about to come out with lemon pepper wings. Did y'all see
Are
that? They are testing lemon pepper bone-in wings in Nashville.
Nicole
And the
about
next
to
place,
convert.
and the next spot they're going is
No,
Atlanta.
let me tell you. So I'm not even like the biggest lemon pepper fan though. Like I don't have to have that. Like
Mhm.
that's not, you know what I mean? For me, honey, when I go to the Wingstop, I don't have to get that one. Give me like the Asian one with a little spice on that thing, honey, or give me like the Louisiana dry rub. You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes the lemon pepper gets you in the throat a little bit because it be kind of like it gets you in the throat.
A
just a little
Popeye's
bit.
biscuit on a chicken wing.
Well, I like
Exactly. No, I like Popeyes. You know what I mean? But I
I
don't
do
have
too.
to have that. Like I'm not the typical like. If everybody in the culture wants that, I probably don't need to have it. Like I
Yeah.
don't like watermelon.
I don't either.
It's I don't know.
It doesn't have no pizzazz.
The only time I eat watermelon is like a Mexican sucker.
Oh, doesn't those have like tahini on them?
It does, and that's what I'm saying. It's the spice for me, and then you get the little watermelon on the inside. Then I just bite that thing, and then it's gone. Like I like to lick the outside, the spice.
I don't like.
Are you from LA?
And I mean, no, I'm from the Inland Empire down the street, around the corner. It's the same difference.
I'm about to
like-
say because it's something about y'all West Coast people and tahini,
Because I don't get it.
Y'all don't like a little spice,
I like a little spice,
but not tahini.
I don't like the sweet and spicy.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't like it on the fruit. I just
Mhm.
think that's not what we did in Indiana.
Oh, okay.
It's just
Y'all just
different.
ate the fruit, huh?
Just ate the fruit.
Mhm.
You eat pineapple?
I used
Love
to. Yeah,
pineapple.
I love
You
pineapple.
used to?
Mhm.
You know what they say about pineapple?
I know. You know what they say about pineapple.
I know what they say. We'll talk about it later.
I'm sitting right in the middle. I'm like,
I thought we'll let you watch.
okay, well, hey, I was already coerced into a foursome.
You
So
were.
why not?
You were. Y'all missed Eric's foursome earlier.
Oh, it was a foursome? Oh my God, I'm
It
so
wasn't.
jealous.
Allegedly.
Somebody.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Kevin Gates shares why a woman with acne gave him the best sex, saying her face started clearing up. This man has been wild. Kevin Gates shared an interesting take about his sex life with the Breakfast Club, boldly claiming that women with acne have the best sex. The father of 2 sat down with the morning radio show, and the Louisiana rapper shared intimate details about his sex life. Host DJ Envy asked Gates if he had met his match in the bedroom. That's when he explained almost meeting his match. I haven't met my match, but I met somebody that's really close. The 36-year-old then dissected why he thought the sex with his acne-prone partner was near perfect. Who wrote this?
Right.
He said it had a lot to do with her hormonal imbalances. And the reason why I say she was really, really close, oh God, don't kill me. She got acne in her face. I know this gonna sound crazy. A lot of women with acne in their face got good pussy because their hormones be so imbalanced that it causes them to have congestion. So they're not releasing properly. See, once I really put it on her, her face started clearing up. Kevin Gates later said that the women with acne usually have insecurities, but he's attracted to it, adding, I'll lick your little bumps. Oh, this
I'm dead. Okay, I'm dead.
do I want to keep reading? Okay. It's unclear if he is single or still married to Draco Gates, with rumors that the pair have split circulating online. He was previously linked to reality actress Jojo Zara? Zuru?
Sure. We don't know.
Y'all know her?
We don't know.
I don't know her. But he insisted that they are longtime friends. The Kaza rapper recently made headlines after admitting to having sex with his cousin while speaking with Young Miami on her podcast, Carisha Please. According to Complex, he previously addressed dating his cousin on Instagram, saying that he didn't care and didn't want to mess up a good thing after discovering that they were related. He ended up continuing the relationship for 2 years before breaking up.
Okay, so wait. Okay, I think perhaps maybe because he like emphasized the acne thing, like it made it go over our heads, you know what I mean? But I think, maybe he's just basically trying to say like she was ugly, so she had good sex. Because I feel like, no shade, like sometimes the ugly ones, if they ugly
They'll
and
work
if they
you out.
broke, they got good sex.
Mhm.
Broke ain't no dick better than the broke dick.
Nope.
Like a broke man will F you like, bitch, his life depends on it. Because it's all I got going for me. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm not that attractive, like, I got to do what I got to do to make it do what it do. You know what I mean? Like, I have to have something that's going to get you to come back. Yeah. Like, I have to have something that's going to get you to come back. Like, pretty girls, honey, we just be like, I mean, we're going to do, bitch, so I can feel good. And that's all I'm going to give you. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll be fine
I'm not
regardless.
right. I'm going to be good, honey. If you don't want to do it again after this, somebody else will. Because I'm pretty. But if you're not, bitch, you got to do your big one. You know what I mean?
Like
every time, honey, like I'm swinging from the chandelier, like if I'm not attractive. So I think because she had acne, he was just like, it was the acne that made her do it. But I get it. You know, it's just like, hey, if you're unattractive, honey, you got to have something going for you.
Absolutely.
I was sitting there just trying to think, how many niggas I fuck with bad acne? And was it good?
Well, Lord, was it? Let's talk about it.
I don't think I've had sex with men with acne problems.
Because we talked about acne earlier, show.
We did. Because you said now it can be misconstrued for monkeypox.
Yeah.
Gay and scary times.
Gay and scary times.
Amen.
I mean, do people still, right? I'm like, I don't even really know too many people with acne these days. Like, there's so many treatments. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, honey. Like, when I was in high school, honey, like, I definitely had like a mild case of acne. You know what I mean? Like, it was serious.
But that was the time.
It was the time, right? I was in high school. Your body's changing. You're going through things. But I'm like, as an adult, like, do adult people? If you have bad skin as an adult, it's just gonna be that way forever. Natalie Dunn.
Oh my God, they've been getting on her ass online with her skin.
It's just never, I mean, it's just, you have a lot of money, girl. They have something, a little laser treatment, little something, very much something. Like,
I don't think she's made it her priority, definitely. Because I'm like, Natalie, there's no reason.
Well, because they're still gonna pay her. Like, that's the thing. You know what I mean? They're still gonna pay her. She's still gonna get top dollar for what she does. So it's just like, well, bitch, oh well, what am I wasting money on that for? Y'all still gonna talk about it. I'm giving y'all something to talk about. Even though it's not enough makeup in the world, honey, to smooth that thing on out.
I also think Zeus could do a better job with the editing.
Well, you have to think these are reality cameras. So reality cameras be shot in like high definition. It's not like a movie or something like that to where it could put a little haze on that thing. It's reality. So they're giving you like the raw, uncut type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, even though she's supposed to be the star, honey, I'm like, bitch, give me the haze they put on RuPaul.
Okay. Season 1.
Okay.
Hello, like give me the glow, honey, of RuPaul. You know, like, cause RuPaul just be there, honey. And it'd be like a glow, you know what I mean? Bitch, give me that.
Yes.
Like,
slap some Vaseline on the camera lens and film me.
That little blur.
Yes, Vaseline. A little blur on that thing. Like, put that on there. So, But okay, so if somebody got like a little, well, you got a little bump right now, so maybe that means the sex is awesome. Like,
I'm giving it
I was sad about that about Iotas. I feel like Iotas had the best sex. The best sex I ever had was from my Iota man. Because I feel like they were last and had something to prove.
They're fine in Jersey.
Oh,
Iota's in Jersey.
Let's go to Jersey. You want to go to Jersey?
Rutgers specifically.
Let's road trip.
Let's go. We're gonna. As soon as church is over today, we're gonna head on out.
Look, I got gas money.
I got cousins there. You know, my family's from Atlantic City.
Okay.
So
I went to Atlantic City. Oh my God! Like, I went to. I'm not gonna tell y'all what I was doing in New Jersey, but I went there. I went there and I was like, hello, this is what I want you to do. Take me here. Because I like to gamble. And I was like, well, take me here. Atlantic City gave me like Laughlin. If you've ever been to Laughlin, it's giving a Laughlin vibe. Like, it's a little baby, little grown-up place to go. It's no Vegas.
No Vegas.
Not at all.
No Vegas.
No Vegas.
Not at all.
No sites, no nothing.
Yeah, there's no sites. There's
casinos and the boardwalk.
And the boardwalk.
Yeah.
And that's it. But it was still a good time.
And why, as children, were they taking us back there to that ghetto? We used to go to Atlantic City every summer to see my cousins.
Yeah.
Why can't they come see us?
Right.
We can't do shit but sit and eat saltwater taffy and get our ass back in the hotel. Like, why are we here?
That was the spot. That's nostalgic.
We're going to Atlantic City.
Let's go. That. I am ready to go. Like, I can find somebody's old man there, honey. That's
yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because that's old as there. Old ass people. All right. And that was all for bitch. You better read.
Well, honey, we read it. And, I'm stressed out, but I'm here.
Every week, bitch, you better read stresses me out. I'm like, this world is a wild place.
It is crazy. Like, you can't do nothing. We can't eat nowhere. We can't cross no borders. We can't have a little weed.
No.
Like, you can't do nothing, bitch. You gotta just live right.
I just matched with this man on the app, but his name was Manuel, and I think it's Manuela trying to trap me.
Trying to get you.
I will be
hey, like, honestly, like, I mean, we haven't heard no stories about that, but that would be the perfect place. So, like, we heard of the Craigslist killer and things of that nature.
Yes.
Honey, I had to log off. Like,
yes.
Back in my day, honey, I'm telling too much of my business, man.
Okay.
I'm just trying to tell y'all, honey, baby, honey, back in my day, honey.
She's lived.
That was before, honey, I had a time.
That was before you could drop a pin.
That was before I could drop a pin, honey. That was before all these new age little apps and things of that nature, honey. You had to go on the Craigslist, honey, but you might be looking for an apartment or you might be looking for some dick. I don't know. Like,
wow. Craigslist will catch all.
You can find them all.
You
on the
kids
same
know
site.
nothing.
They should bring back Craigslist.
Craigslist is still a thing.
They did, but they shut down like the hookup part of it. You know what I mean? Just like they what's the other one? Backpage.
Oh, Backpage.
Yeah. Like the girls don't got nowhere to go make their dollars. Now they gotta, spread it low and lay it wide, whatever Evelyn Braxton said.
It's time for the topic. Let's get to know Nicole Ray.
I already told y'all too much.
I can't.
I am weak. Okay, so Nicole, first off, thank you again for coming.
Thanks for having me, guys.
It's a pleasure to have you join the Get Right family.
Period.
So,
I want like a job. Like I need to be like a co-host because I'm gonna ask the shit.
I know that's right.
It's a seat right there. I could just sit.
Look, you see, there's 2 extra seats.
Right. Period.
We're gonna talk next commercial break.
Okay. Period.
So primarily, you are a beauty guru, a hairstylist, business owner, entrepreneur. When people ask you what do you do, what is the first thing that you say?
When people ask me what I do, I say I'm a hairstylist because I mean, for me, like that's like the hub of everything. You know what I mean? Like my hairstyling talents is what opened doors for all these other things to happen. You know what I mean? Like that was what my initial passion was. I don't think anybody wakes up and be like, oh my God, I want to own a business one day. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't think that that's just a natural thing for someone to say. So when I was a kid, I just knew I liked to do hair. I didn't even know that it was going to become what it is today. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I'm however many years old I am, but back then I just knew I liked to do it. So I would literally do it like for pennies and nickels. Like you got $5, boom, you want your hair done? You know what I mean? Like you got a 20, boom, you want your hair done? Like I just did it for the love of doing it because I love to do it. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't even initially what I thought I was going to do for my career. Like I literally went to college to be an attorney.
Wow. Where'd you go?
Clark Atlanta University.
Okay, let's go. Part of
you had a time.
Let me tell you guys something. Like, I wish that I could like rewind it back because I didn't know myself back then when I went there.
Right.
So had I known myself better when I went there, I would have had more fun. You know what I mean? Like I was kind of like a fish out of water, like trying to discover myself, trying to figure out what I liked, what I didn't like. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't have some fun there. You know what I mean? But I didn't have the fun, baby, that I would have had if I was the me that I am today and knew myself and knew what I liked and knew what I wanted. You know what I mean? So I was just kind of like in my books, honey. I went to the gym. I called my mama and my family every single day, honey, when it became 7 o'clock my time because it was free nights and weekends.
Look,
that was back in it wasn't unlimited back then, honey.
No,
you had to wait for the free nights and
yes,
weekends, you know?
yes.
Like I met a little man there, honey. He broke my poor little heart. Like I was like, oh my God, like we messed around, honey. Then he wanted to sleep with my roommate, and then I was like, oh my God, like
sounds like college.
Niggas are exhausted.
Right. It was college, you know what I mean? But I enjoyed it though. It was a different. Because you got to think, I'm from California. So when you're from California, honey, like you're used to like a melting pot of different things.
Yeah.
Then when you go to somewhere like Clark Atlanta and you go to the South, bitch, it's black and it's white. I never saw a Mexican. I had to like search out the Asian people to get my toes and my nails done. Because I was just like, bitch, I don't want to go to Juicy's Nails where all the girls go with this black girl. Because I knew how I felt. Because I went to cosmetology school in high school. At the ROP program. So I go to high school half a day, go to cosmetology school half a day. So I know how I felt about the nails and feet portion of the school. So I was like, girl, you're not going to want to do my nails, right? Like, where is Lil Ling Ling? Like, you know, like I need her. Like, so, but it was fun though. It was fun. Like HBCU are party city. Party city. When I tell you, like, I've never seen as many flyers. I don't know where they got the money for all that paper.
I think they just repurpose.
You know what I mean? Like, because literally, like, you walk around the campus and it's a flyer. Like, Monday we're here, Tuesday we're here, Wednesday we're here, this and this and that. It's a flyer for everything. And then back in those times, I don't know if they still do it, but they literally had charter buses that went to the AUC, which is basically Clark, Morehouse, Morris Brown, and Spelman, because we're all right there. So there's a charter bus that'll come every 30 minutes on the 30 minutes, pick everybody up from the AUC Center, take them to whatever the function is, and bring us back.
I love that.
You can't help but to be lit.
I love
you
that.
can't help but to go outside. You know what I mean? Like you can't help but to party. Like I literally got drunk for the first time, like in college, and I was like, "Oh my God, what is this? What is this?"
That's what college is for.
Absolutely.
Teach you about yourself, teach you what you like, teach you what you don't like, teach you what you want to do, what you never want to do again, teach you who to avoid.
So I never knew, that this passion of mine was going to turn into what I would do professionally, but I just knew I liked to do it. You know what I mean? And I think that those are honestly the best careers, though. You know what I mean? If it's something that you would do if there was no money involved, you put your all into it. You know what I mean? Because you see so many people that be like, well, I work here, but it's just a job. I don't love it. Like, I love doing hair. You know what I mean? Like, if I never needed to pay another bill or never had to worry about money, I would do hair for free.
Because I was going to ask you about that. I'm happy that you brought that up, because a lot of times people have passions, and it's like, I'm really good at this, I'm really great at that, and I really want this to be my career. What was that moment for you? It was like, okay, this is not just a hobby and something that I love. This is something that can provide a paycheck. And how did you come to that moment?
I got fired from my corporate job. Like, so I always did hair, like, you know what I mean? So because, like I said, because the passion side, worked in collections at a mortgage company. And I was awesome at it, though, because you got to remember, like, I was pre-law for a long time. So when I switched from pre-law, because I was like, now, what you mean, like, when we're in our political science classes and things of that nature, and they're like, okay, guys, so after this, then next there's law school, then there's a bar. And I was like, more school? What you mean more school? Like, I don't particularly care for school. School is not, you know what I mean? Some people are excited about school. I was not excited about it. I did it because you're supposed to do it. And I'm very good at it. Like, I got good grades. I test very well. But like, showing up to class every single day, like, that doesn't make me happy. So I was working in corporate America, doing my thing, honey, working in collections. And I was breaking the rules. Like, I'm going to come to work when I want to get here. I'm going to come back from lunch when I want to get here. And they fired me. And then I was just like, well, something got to give here. Like, this is just not, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to do what you want to do, you have to do your own thing. So I was like, you know what? Let me just, try this hair thing as a profession. Because I think sometimes with certain professions, and for me, I didn't see like $1 million hairstylists. I didn't see hairstylists making six figures because it wasn't publicized. It was definitely happening because there was a salon on every corner and there was salon owners on every corner, but you just don't know what you don't see. You know what I mean? Like, so just like, nobody knew that blogging was going to make people a lot of money. Nobody knew that TMZ was going to become TMZ one day. You know what I mean? Jason Lee probably never knew that him talking about people's news and reporting things was going to turn into a whole super career, but you don't know what you don't know. So once I was like, okay, well, let me try this out because, I like to do it and I can at least have fun with it, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And hey, that thing hit. That thing hit, baby, and I never looked back.
Do you remember the first hairstyle you ever did?
Absolutely, honey. I used to give my mama the French roll when I was when I was in middle school, honey, baby. When I tell you I used to French roll that thing down, honey.
How many bobby pins did you have to use?
Like 1,000. Yeah. And let me tell you, like, it was all the way back, honey. Like, I used to give my mom French roll, honey. We used to put socks up in that thing.
Oh my!
Because she had a lot of hair, honey. You gotta fluff that thing. I didn't know what I didn't know at that moment. I was like, well, boom, let me try to put this up in there. Then they came out with like these spongy things you could put in the French roll. Then I started putting like synthetic hair in the middle of it, honey. And I was like, come on, man, I will French roll you under the table.
Wow.
I love it. We said this is a lady back in like middle school. She was like a minister. We used to call her Tsunami because she had like them shark fins, but she had big ass swoop, just like swoop.
Hello, right. You gotta have your little waterfall, honey, a little French roll, honey, boom, boom, boom. Like, hello. That was a thing, honey. You couldn't tell nobody nothing, honey. If your waterfalls was not crunchy and doing what they needed to do, you was not it.
You was not it.
You was not it.
You could never. Yeah, no. I used to be like watching my mom in the mirror, just like pushing bobby pins in her hair. I'm like, does that not hurt? And she would just be like in there and it would be so high. I'm like, you are everything.
Absolutely. You're like, girl, you gotta tell me right when it pokes you, because if you wait till later on, bitch, I'm never gonna find that one bobby pin that was poking. You gotta tell me immediately when you feel it, so I can pull that one back out. That's why you bought. I mean, I could get a little lace front.
Yeah, give me a little swoop.
Can you?
A little bang.
What do you see for him?
Maybe a little curly top. Little curly top.
Faux hawk.
Yeah, a little faux hawk. A little something.
I was thinking like more Coco from SWV.
Oh. Okay. What year?
Think use your heart.
Use your wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just a little.
I don't want that for him, honey. He got these big old feet, honey. I'm thinking about some things, honey. I don't want that for him. I gotta keep seeing him as a man. Right. Honey. I don't want him to have
and I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Hello, and I appreciate that.
I'm just distracted.
Let's talk about it.
Y'all gonna stop flirting in between. Y'all gonna stop.
What I do? Okay, back to the question. Next caller. Hello.
Okay, so your business. What is the name of your business?
It's the Red Carpet Hair Studio.
I love that.
And you want to know what's so funny? Like, I birthed that name like as a booth renter. Before I ever opened my salon, like I went down to the Piggly Wiggly, honey, and got the DBA.
Wow.
And I was just like, it just sounds grand to me. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, the Red Carpet Hair Studio. Like, I'm like, everybody wants to be on a red carpet. Everybody wants to be red carpet ready. You know what I mean? So I was just like the red carpet hair studio. So then, fast forward a lot of years when I was like about to open my salon, I'm like, well, boom, I already got the name. Like I already own the DBA on this thing. Like, let's go ahead and make it do what it do. So the slogan is the red carpet hair studio, where every day is a red carpet event.
I love that.
So, why not, bitch? hello, like, why not make every day? Why not make every day a red carpet event? You know what I mean? Like, because when you look good, you feel good. So it's like, boom, like if you step outside every single day, like I'm on a red carpet, it's about me, it's my time. You're just putting your best foot forward, right? Like,
so how long ago did you start?
The salon has been open. We just celebrated like a few months ago our 5-year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Like, it's a blessing. For me, it's kind of like living in somebody else's home. Like when you live somewhere and you be like, oh my God, why do they do this like this? Or why is this like this? Why is it like that? If you want something to be the way that you want it, you have to open your own. So I was like, let me take a leap on faith and open up my own situation and do what I want to do. Because I knew what I had to offer. I knew that, my talents, my skills, my vision was great. And I was like, why not offer that to other people? Why not give other people a chance? Like I love like getting new stylists that are fresh in the game. Because a lot of times I've noticed when I work certain places, I'm like, why aren't you working with these people? Like they just got out of school. Like work with them, help them build themselves, help them build their brand, help them be better. You know what I mean? And a lot of times people are so take, like pay your boo friend. I just need your boo friend. I don't care if you have no clients. I don't care if you have this. I don't care if you have that. But it's like, they're not going to stay. If you're just taking their money every single week and they're not making more money than what they're paying you, they're not going to stay. So if you help build someone up to the level of greatness that you think that they should be at, then it's going to be a partnership forever. You know what I mean? Like my stylists are my partners. You know what I mean? I don't look at myself as the boss. Like, yes, my name is on the door. Yes, my name is on the lease. Yes, if something happens, I got to worry about it. But y'all don't work for me, honey. Like we're partners in this thing. You know what I mean? Like I need y'all just as much as you need me.
And that's really dope because a lot of times I think even across any medium that you work in, mentorship is not always there. So you being a mentor to your partners is really important. And what made you feel like, okay, this is less about me, but this is about bringing up somebody else to be the next me?
Because I was already me. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm already where I think that I should be as far as a hairstylist goes. Not as far as a business mogul, not as far as, an entrepreneur in that moment because I was fresh and new to owning a salon, but I'm already where I need to be as far as that. So it's like, I can't do this forever. I can't always be there. Like I do celebrities, I do TV, I do movies, hair, I do things like I can't be everywhere. You know what I mean? So my thing was like, let me train up the next group of amazing stylists. So when I'm not here, people feel comfortable like, oh, well, they can do it. They can do it because, they've trained under me. You know what I mean? Like, let's make everybody great. I think that like, you're not a true boss if you're not helping other people boss up.
Yeah.
Like you're not a true boss if you just want to be at the top and you want everybody else to be underneath you. Like that's not me. You know what I mean? My thing is like, if I'm great, you should be great too. So it's just like, it's a room full of greatness. Like, why would I want to be a millionaire sitting in a room with 100-aires?
I don't want to be the richest person in the room.
I don't want to be the richest person in the room. You know what I mean? And if it is that I got 5 million, you got 1 million, it's fine. We're still all millionaires. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. Like I want my whole team to win.
And we're going to talk about winning right after this.
Okay, boom, let's go. Back to these shoes. Like that's what it is. Like I want my whole team to win.
Hey Jackie, what's wrong?
I'm over here running around trying to tell everybody about the Podcast Pit.
What's the Podcast Pit?
I'm glad you asked. The Podcast Pit is an event where you will find some of your favorite podcasts performing in front of a live audience.
Will there be food and drinks there?
Of course there will be. It's at Joxer Dailies in Culver City. They have a full bar and a full menu.
Hey, I may need to tell people about this as well.
Yes, come with me. Let's tell them. The Podcast Pit is coming. The Podcast Pit is coming.
Manuel Jones, also known as Zach, the original Black Ranger. Hey, and make sure you're checking out TGN Radio. Hey.
Peace, family, brother Reezus. I'm here. You already know I'm checking in with TGN Radio, Black owned. So you already know that's where I'm at. Tap in.
Hey, Peyton, you know what I've been craving lately? Some ice cream.
Then we have to go to Slush and Roll. They have the best handmade ice cream rolls. You can add any toppings you like. Sprinkles, crushed Oreos, and my favorite, marshmallows. And you can top it off with whipped cream or delicious chocolate drizzle.
I just looked them up, and you can find them at 12742 Crenshaw Boulevard in Hawthorne, California. And they even have vegan options, too.
They sure do. And they are open from Tuesday to Sunday, 12 to 8 p.m.
And I just followed them on Instagram at Slush and Roll. Sounds too good. Let's go right now.
Yay!
Hey there, business owners. Don't miss our limited time offer. Advertise on the Good News Radio as low as $2 per commercial slot. That's right. Promote your business up to 4 times a day, every day for a month on live radio. If you're interested, email us at contact@tgnradio.net. Once again, that's contact@tgnradio.net.
Hey, beautiful people. It is the baddest bitch on the block, Eric Devante.
And it's me, Kelvin Unique, and we are the Get Right Radio Show.
Here on TGN Talk. Are you going to church on Sunday?
Hell no, I'll be right here live at 10. We got all the celebrity entertainment news with my favorite segment.
Bitch, you better read.
You know, of course, I'm going to get you right and get you out that door spiritually with some Uniquely Speaking.
Oh, I need it. The kids need it. And this is why y'all need to tune in to us every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. here only on TGN Talk.
Hey, my name is Jasmine Sweets, and I'm so excited to be bringing you the Sweet Spot on TGN Vibes, Good Vibes, and R&B. Playing the old school, new school, and in between. I'm coming to you this summer. Stay tuned.
Are you looking to buy a home? Are you looking to sell your home? If your answer is yes, call the Walker Group at 310-421-6464. With over 18 years experience, the Walker Group has serviced clients throughout Southern California with their real estate need. Let us be of service to you as well. Once again, call the Walker Group at 310-421-6464 or visit our website at www.exprealty.com. Once again, that's www.exprealty.com.
Yo, what's up? This is Rix.
Yo, this is Rennie.
What up? Dover in the building.
What's good, family? This is Jesse, and this is
Brown Wealth Radio. And make sure to catch us on TGN Latinx every Wednesday.
We are back. You are listening to the Get Right Radio Show with our very special guest, the lovely Nicole Ray. And you know, we was just getting into her business or whatever, pun intended.
Hey, hello. Yeah. So, Nicole, you had a lot of celebrity clientele. You had a lot of wonderful things and opportunities you had been able to be blessed with. What do you think so far for you has been like a career highlight?
That was good.
Ooh, that is an awesome question. For me, a career highlight, honestly, was celebrating my 5-year anniversary a couple of months ago. That was really a career highlight because you have to think like I opened in 2017 and then 2018 comes, 2019 comes, then we have a whole pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So there's literally a whole year and a half, 2 years where like I had to keep this ship moving when they're like, you guys can't work, you can't be open, you can't do this, you can't do that. So being able to sustain through that was like a career high for me. You know what I mean? Because of course, I'm always going to do hair. I'm always going to be doing somebody for a red carpet or doing somebody for a movie. You know what I mean? And as soon as one great movie comes, then the next great movie comes. As soon as one amazing client comes, then the next amazing client comes. You know what I mean? So those things to me, I mean, those are blessings I'm very appreciative for. But for me, it was me proving that I could withstand this entity. You know what I mean? Like, because a lot of businesses fail, especially when you're faced like we got so many new clients after the pandemic because it's just like this place closed down, that place closed down. And I was just like, oh my God, thank you for keeping me through this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Running through my little savings and things, but you know, I'm still here. I'm still here. The things are still doing what they're doing. My team is still strong and better than ever. You know what I mean? Because if you can get through that, honey, you can get through anything.
Honestly,
at this point, that's how I feel. Right?
Businesses were being knocked down left and right. You have anotother question?
No, I was just going to comment on that. That's definitely a blessing to be able to be sustainable through all the craziness that has happened in these last 2 years, and especially with something that is so personal.
Exactly.
I think that hair, nails, all this stuff, they're more than just things that need to be done. These are therapeutic things.
Right.
I was like, when I had hair and went to the barber, if you messed up my line, you fucked me up for 2 weeks. I got to wear a hat. My confidence is shot. Like I'm not really there. So you're doing more than just doing a quick weave or putting in someone's nails or like you're presenting them to the world.
We're
and I think that
lives,
is a very important thing.
And you have to remember, like, when it comes to doing hair, like that's a personal thing. So if it is that I have to like pay my bills or get my hair done, people are going to choose to pay their bills, especially where I'm located. You know what I mean? Like, I think that when you're in like certain settings, like people will not buy their babies no diapers to get their hair done, but that's not the clientele that we cater to. You know what I mean? Like, we cater to business people, professional people. So it's like, bitch, we got mortgages and we got this and we got that. So the fact that you guys still choose to work hard and patronize us when there are other things that you could be doing with your money, you know what I mean? Like, that's why, like, of course, Walmart's going to stay open when it's a pandemic, bitch. Everybody still needs toilet paper. They still need soap. They still need this. Like, if it's a pandemic, I don't got to get my hair combed. especially when there's, cosmetology school according to YouTube. So, and you know what I mean? Like, so it's just, it's just a blessing. It's a testament to like, our customer service. It's a testament to our services. And that's why I tell people all the time, like, it's more so about the feeling you give people. It's more so about the communication you give people. Like, everybody does good hair. They're not going to keep coming back to you just because you do good hair. They're going to come back to you because of the way you make them feel while you're doing their hair.
And I'm sorry if I'm...
No, you're good. Go.
I do have a question about that because you, as a stylist, do more than just work on the person's outside. It's also an inner thing.
Absolutely.
That communication. You're a therapist. And I always wondered, how do beauticians and stylists and these people that are beautifying other people and have to sit there and listen to their traumas, their deals, how do you at the end of the day be like, I can detach myself from this? Or how do you sit there and like, okay, this is a lot for me? Or do you say, do I detach myself? Like, how do you, I guess my question is, how do you debrief after having to deal with a lot of people's other issues? Because I'm an empath. I pick up on other people's energy like that. Someone has a sad story, I have a sad day.
Right.
So how do you balance like your mental health with also dealing with other people?
That's an awesome question. You want to know what's the funny thing for me is I tell people all the time that for me, being in this industry forces me to have good days. It literally forces me to have good days. Like I could be going through something and I could cry about it on my whole drive to the salon. Once I get to the salon, these people are not paying me to have a bad day. They're paying me to listen about their bad day. So it forces me to be in a good mood. You know what I mean? Like I have to bring the sunshine to these people. So I don't necessarily like take on their problems. Like I listen to them, I talk them through it, but I make sure that I keep a smile on my face because it's like, I'm here to inspire you guys. I'm here to make you feel better about yourself. I'm here to make you feel better about what you're going through. You know what I mean? So it literally forces me. It's kind of like, have you ever heard the term fake it till you make it? So it's kind of like, as soon as I step through that salon door, a smile has to be on my face. So the more you smile, like, it's just like, okay, well, whatever the hell I was sad about in the car, whatever I was mad about, I ain't even mad about it no more because I've been smiling all day long because these people are paying me for my smile. They're not paying me to be like, oh, well, I had a bad night last night, oh, I had a breakup. Like, y'all not paying me to listen to my problems. Y'all are paying me for me to listen to your problems. So it's kind of like you just push through everything. So, no, it honestly, it helps my mental for me. In my house, it helps my mental. I don't know about nobody else because I'm not one of those like take on people's problems. Like I empathize with people, but if you having a bad day, I don't gotta have a bad day because you having a bad day.
Right.
I could talk to you about your bad day, but your husband cheating ain't got nothing to do with me.
Because Shanta's got a man.
Lord, that's what that gave down. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me, honey. I mean, I'm gonna talk to you about it and I'm gonna remember things. Like it helps me be a better thinker. It helps me be a better mind reader. It helps me be a better mentalist because I have to remember these things. Like you have to think, if you see 50 people, 75 people in a week, honey, next week when they come back or 2 weeks when they come back, like I gotta remember keen things so they know I'm paying attention.
Right.
I'm like, oh, well, how was your husband's birthday the other day? Well, how was the event that you were going to that you got your hair done? And like, oh, you remember that? Yeah, that's my job. You know what I mean? Like, so it literally makes my mind stronger because it's like, how do you keep up with 75 different people and the things they have going on? So it's like, it's kind of like when I was in school, like keen things stick out to me. You know what I mean? That's why I test well. Like the teacher can be talking for a whole hour, honey, and I'm going to pick up the keen things that I need to remember because that's what's going to be on the test.
Yeah, I love that. That was so good.
Thank you.
That was so good. Nicole, tell people where we can get more information about you, your business.
You have to
if they
follow
want to book an
me.
appointment.
Yeah, you have to go to Nicole Ray Hair on all social media platforms. There's a link there. You can book an appointment. You can DM me. There's an email there. There's a number there. Now, don't get crazy calling that number unless you're fine and you have big feet. Then call me. I mean, it's not my personal number, so it's fine, honey. Somebody else will deal with it, but But yeah, you guys can find me on all my social media platforms. And I'm here for the people. Like honestly, like I'm in a stage in my life where it's like the give back stage. Like it's like where I'm here to help other people. Like I've accomplished so many things. Like what else can I do but build up other people?
Amen.
Thank you.
Doing the Lord's work.
Hello.
And that's why you're gonna stay blessed.
Thank you. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a blessing to be a blessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like my business survived the pandemic. You know what I mean? Because I'm here to help other people. If it was all about me or just all about self-worth or all about what I can get or what I can have, I wouldn't have made it. You know what I mean? But because I'm here, I'm literally here to be a blessing to other people through my charity work, through the people that I help, through the stylists that I help. Like if the salon would have closed, there would have been several people out of a job.
Right.
So, you know, I'm grateful for it.
I love that.
And that was all for the topic. All right, let's get into the question of the day.
Question.
So the question of the day today is, how have you changed most significantly since your childhood?
Question.
Some depth
That's
for
a
y'all,
good one.
some reflection.
That's a great one, actually.
I will start. I think I'm still in the process of like working this out and shedding this, but people pleasing. I come from a space where I had two parents, my biological mom and my great aunt, who is like my mom in my head and my heart. They have never really gotten along. And because they are both my mom figures, I've had to do a lot of people pleasing despite their issues with each other. And that has translated to how I navigate people in general. I find that I typically negate my feelings and put them on the back burner for the sake of keeping peace because it's better than what it ain't. So now I'm like, well, people pleasing has put me in a lot of positions where I'm contradicting how I feel versus what I'm saying and a lot of shit that I don't want to do anymore. So I'm aware of it now. And I'm unlearning that part of me. So I will say that's how I've changed a lot.
And that's so funny that you said that, because that's kind of like similar for me. Like I'm an only child. So
Mhm.
as an only child, like you want friends, you want people around, you want company, you want this, you want that. So I allow people to use me. I allow people to treat me any kind of way. I allow people to do what they want to do. And I kind of like look over the red flags because it's just like, okay, well, I just need company. I need people around me. And I let people just do whatever they're going to do so they can be there, you know, from boyfriends to friends to this and that. So now I'm finally in a space to where it's like, hey, if it's just me, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not being okay with you treating me any kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where I'm at now. So the difference for me is I'm just not going to tolerate what I used to tolerate before. Like, I don't have to, you know what I mean? If it's literally just me and I have to go to the mountain and fight Goliath by myself, I will. So now the people that are in my circle, the people that are around me are genuine people that really want to be here, that are going to ride for me as hard as I'm going to ride for them. Because I've always been the one to ride for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you need a shirt, here's a shirt. Oh, you need $1, here's $1. Oh, you need a burger, here's a burger. And then you stab me in my back and I'm still like, it's okay. You need another burger? You know what I mean? So it's like, it's almost like people pleasing, absolutely. But it's just not, you know, it's allowing people to treat me any kind of way. And it's just like, why am I doing that? Like, like, why am I calling everyone my friend and giving them the friend title and giving them the friend treatment when they're not being friendly to me?
Right. And you don't deserve that.
And I don't. And that's why, you know, like, you know, segue into stepping into this new platform, you know, it's kind of just like, I'm sorry, you guys got me at a point where I'm just not for the fuck shit. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not going to step into this group of these 9 strangers, honey, and act as though, bitch, a thing is not a thing when it is a thing. Because I don't have to. Like, if you guys are not going to be genuine to me, then I'm going to give you what you want. Like, I used to be the nice one where I would just be like, okay, that's okay. You said that, you did that, it's okay. But now I'm just like, for what? I don't need to be your friend, and I'm not going to pretend we're friends.
I'm still unlearning that, but like you said, they go hand in hand.
They
so
go
it's
hand
just,
in
it's
hand,
a process,
you know what I mean? Right?
It's
Like,
a process.
yeah,
it's a process.
You have to meet people where they're at. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like the church. They say meet people where they're at. So the way people treat you, you teach people how to treat you. So if you allow people to treat you bad, they're going to treat you bad.
Absolutely. Walk over you like a doormat. Calvin?
I think for me, it's just being more assertive. I think growing up, I was just very much so passive. And I don't know if that's just like being like from Indiana or just like being this, like, we just real laid back. So I've learned like my passiveness has caused me opportunities because I was not chasing them. I was letting them come to me. I was letting things just happen. And now I'm like, okay, now I'm getting older. I'm like, Kelvin, you actually got to put yourself out there if you want it. Like, you have to say this, you have to speak this, you have to move on this, and not just think about it. So I think that what I've learned most since my childhood is just to be a little bit more assertive. Be like, this is what I want. This is why I'm going for it. This is how I'm going to do it. So now, what was the original question? Is it like, that's
how have you changed most since childhood?
Yeah, that's it. Like, I think that like now I'm more so like, okay, this is my goal. This is what I want to reach. I'm no longer letting other people project what they think of that I can do on me, and then passively letting that thing change what I do.
And you can secretly still have both. Like, you can still be a laid back person and still be assertive. You know what I mean? Like, because, you know, being assertive just means putting, like you said, putting yourself out there. Like, hey, if it's a job that comes up, like, I would like to apply for that. I would like, you know what I mean? Like, I think people think that when you're laid back, like, you can't still be aggressive, but you can. Like, they're not one and the same. Like, it's not one or the other. You know what I mean? Like, you can aggressively be laid back. Like, you know, I'm not gonna trip off nothing. Being laid back just means I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff. That's what laid back to me means. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff, but I'm still gonna call a thing a thing. I'm gonna call you on what I feel. I'm gonna call you on what I want. Like, hey, this is how I want to be treated, and that's what I'm gonna stand for. You know what I mean? Or this is the job I want, or this is where I want to go in my life. Like, you know, speak those things out, but still be laid back. You know what I mean? Because everybody doesn't have to be all in your face.
Right.
Yeah,
They
everybody
really
doesn't
don't.
have to be mystical or Rich Bob. Not everybody has to be that. No pun intended. You know what I mean? Like, we got enough of those.
I was about to say something. I was like, Eric, shut the fuck up.
Somebody wanted somebody to drop a bomb.
It just sounded like a train.
A train. Oh my word. Ooh, this is getting good.
So, that was over the question of the day. That and why am I like this?
I want y'all to know that I'm not really messing up on the sound effects. Just one screen's not working.
Yeah, so
Question?
he's doing like quadruple duty. And now it's time for If I Told You That. Today's If I Told You That is, if you wrote a book about yourself, what would you title it?
Oh wow.
Oh,
it's a good one.
Oh my God, that is a good one.
You got one?
I don't know.
You got one?
If I wrote a book about myself, I would probably title it The Journey.
It's The Journey.
That's the first thing I thought of. Tisha Campbell.
Like, you know, it's the journey. Like, because literally, like, it's been so many different levels, so many different, you know what I mean? So many different plateaus, so many different fresh starts, so many, you know what I mean? Like, from childhood to now, like, it's been a journey, you know what I mean? Like, and not necessarily a journey in a bad thing. Like, it's just been a journey, like, to get from one step to the next step to the next step to just becoming who I am today. And I still don't think I'm finished, you know what I mean? Like, I still think that there's much more in store when it comes to Nicole Ray. So yeah, The Journey.
Amen. For me, I'll probably just call it The Baddest Bitch on the Block. It's just in line with the whole brand. It's the whole brand. Like, that is just what it is.
Period.
For me, it's just because I want the story to be a how-to book. For me, I developed that character because it was everything that I felt like I couldn't be. And kind of like my Sasha Fierce in a way.
Okay.
It was the person that could speak and could tackle opportunities and could get in front of a camera or get in a room and not be nervous or second guess himself or talk bad about himself. It was everything I wasn't when I first made him. And I really want people to understand how to merge the persona in the person.
Right.
So that way they can just get into that and be their best version of self. So for me, like, The Baddest Bitch on the Block is teaching me how to truly embody that person full time.
I love that.
No, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Because I think a lot of times we don't realize that we are the baddest bitch on the block,
Mhm.
or we at least need to be that in our own minds. You know what I mean? Of course, there's always going to be somebody badder or somebody, but bitch, I'm still the baddest motherfucking me. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, I'm here. You see me,
right?
Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's awesome.
I think mine was just I'll probably steal from both of y'all,
Mm.
and probably like The Road to Unique, the road to how to become unique.
I like that.
Yeah, something like that. Just because although my middle name is Unique.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah. My mama knew I was special.
Okay.
So,
And
but
what's
it's
your last
like
name and your social.
do a credit check real quick.
And do.
I'll be like, all right now, Manuela.
And do.
Okay, Manuela.
I gotta see what I'm getting myself into.
What am I signing up for?
Yeah, I gotta see what I'm getting myself into.
Right.
We gotta work on it a little bit. It's fine. I'm not opposed to that, but I just gotta know up front.
What I'm getting into.
Absolutely.
No, but I think like even like with the name, people first think I'm lying, but then also comes the pressure of like living up to a name. What does a name really say about you? And how do you show up and how do you present yourself in that name? And with me having that name and people knowing that was my middle name, like, and now me embracing that name is like, okay, this is the steps I had to take for me to honestly walk truly in who I am and confident in who I am, and how you can help yourself in that same process. So that's what I'd probably like the road to unique.
And the funny thing is, I think people will probably hear that name and think that, unique necessarily has to mean like grand or fabulous. Unique is just another word for like, different, individual, so and each person is unique in their own way. And that's the funny thing, when people hear certain things and they get a notion in their mind about what that means. And it's just like, dude, you're unique as well. You're unique. I'm unique. Everyone out there is unique in their own right. You know what I mean? So it's like, but I think people don't search deep enough for that. You know what I mean? They don't search deep enough to know, like, I mean, hello, bitch, if you're left-handed and most of the people are right-handed, you're unique.
You're unique. You are your own very person. Barney said, you're special. You're the only one. You're the only one like you.
You is kind, you is smart, and you is important. Like, hello.
And that was all Faith. I told you that.
Keep trying to see that.
Those were so good. Thank y'all.
All right, y'all.
You ready to give us a word?
Let's do some uniquely speaking.
This is for Rachel. You big, fat, white, nasty, smelling, fat bitch.
Oh.
Why you talking with your trifling, dirty, white, racist ass, big, fat bitch?
All right, y'all. So it's time for some uniquely speaking. And since we have Nicole here, I thought it'd be really interesting to dissect the life of a scrunchie.
Okay.
For those who don't know what a scrunchie is, it's the hair tie, the elastic band that you wrap around and put a ponytail in, or you may just want to hold things together. And as you use a scrunchie, it helps keep the ponytail high or in the back or wherever you want to go. But over time, it starts to lose a little bit of elasticity. So it's not as tight as it used to be. You may have to like double wrap it up, or sometimes if it's your favorite one, you have to triple, quadruple time and wrap those things up just to hold some things together. And I think that sometimes in our life, we come out and present ourselves as super strong. We're super strong as holding things together. This won't really break me too much because I can handle this. But as time goes on, we get more and more things that we have to hold together. But one thing that's really important, I think the life of the scrunchie never forgets its purpose. The scrunchie is to hold things together. And as the weight and things that they're pulling together comes more and more, they start to expand to hold those other things together. And in our lives, we have to start to adapt the same idea as a scrunchie.
If you don't bring a collection plate, that was a word.
You have to start to expand your horizons and expand your width and your strength of what you can handle. Because only thing that's going to snap a scrunchie is if you have the scissors and you cut it. It's never just going to break on its own. You have the width. You have the power to hold these things together. Nothing can stop you from holding your stuff together. It may get a little hard, it may get a little heavy, it may get a little lot. The yaki may be a little scratchy, but you're gonna make it through, So this week, as we're going through and we're dealing with life, and it's the first of the month, paying bills, and people are trying you and all this other stuff, remember that you are not built to break. You are a scrunchie. You are built to expand. And as life goes on, you let go of those things, and guess what? You go back to your original form. So this week, act like a scrunchie and think about the life of the scrunchie. And this is this week's uniquely speaking.
Say that. This is for Rachel. You big, fat, white, nasty, smelling, fat bitch. Why you talking with your trifling, dirty, white, racist ass, big, fat bitch?
That was so good.
Well, it was like I ain't never even thought about a scrunchie like that. I got 1,000 of them at home.
Right, you the one doing hair.
A scrunchie in my hair right now. I'm like, yeah, scrunchie. You better do that. That scrunchie is blessed. Okay.
Okay, and it's about that time.
I'm ready to get the fuck ASAP after this shit.
Yes, I'm hungry.
So what have we learned today? We like to end the show like a reflection of what have we learned from today's episode.
I just was blessed, honey, by the scrunchie. Like, I've learned that, and it's so funny though. I honestly, because it goes into what I already think, like, and it goes back to, I tell people all the time, like, I don't stress about things. Like, I don't stress about things I can't control. I can't do anything about what I can't do anything about. All I can do is figure out another way to do it. If I got to wrap myself around 2 times, 3 times to hold everything in place again, like, it's no need to overthink or over worry about something. Just figure out a solution. So what's the solution? Your scrunchie stretches out, you put another one with it. You wrap it around a couple more times. You know what I mean? Like, so that's literally what I've learned today. Like, and it's literally like my mantra in life. You know what I mean? And I be telling people sometimes, like, I wish I could stress out for like 2 weeks, honey, and lose 20 pounds or something real fast. But it's just, I'm just not built for that. You know what I mean? Like, if there's an obstacle in front of me, there's no such thing as a problem. There's only solutions. Let's figure out a solution. So, you know, that's what I think I'm taking away from this. Like, you know, the life of a scrunchie and how we are like that. Like, and when there's obstacles in our way, we just have to expand, or we have to wrap around again, or we have to just figure it out. Like,
what are you taking away today, Eric? What have you learned?
Stay away from all bitches named Manuela.
Fuck Manuelas.
No, Manuelas.
Don't transport weed from Russia.
Absolutely don't.
Very sober country.
Yeah. Also, just to continue to live in my natural essence, not overthink things, not people pleasing, not allowing people to treat me any which way, and just like really advocating and standing up for myself, because I'm the only person put in a position to do that.
And that's facts. Like, you have to, like, you are your own advocate. You are your first best friend. You are your first everything. Before there was anyone else, there was you.
Right.
And, you know, people are only going to treat you the way that you allow them to treat you.
Right. So I'm going to take that with me.
I'm going to take, when people warn you about danger in song, listen to it.
Hello.
Because you may be raped. Also, never trust Manuela or people with 4 names. Never trust people with 4 first names. 4 first names, never trust them.
I'm not going with you.
Also,
keep your iPhone on you.
Keep your iPhone on you. You drop a pin.
Keep your locations on.
I've also learned that it is very possible for you to turn your passion into a project that can provide a paycheck. Take those small things that you learn that you are good at and make that into a career and a lifestyle like Nicole has done. Those are things that I'm taking away today.
A passion. When you love what you do, it'll never feel like work. Never feel like work. It will never feel like work.
A passion to a paycheck to a project.
That needs to be my book. I'm about to write
project
it
to a
tomorrow.
paycheck.
I'm gonna get your check.
Passion, project, paycheck.
The original PPP loan.
The original PPP.
We're about to write this book. Everybody's getting a cut of this check. Let's go, honey. The original PPP.
The original PPP.
I tell all my niggas, cut the check.
Oh, I had it right here. It was right there. You know, they be moving. Oh.
I tell all my
There you go. Cut the check, period.
There we go.
But yeah, I want. Was that a sound effect or a kid?
I thought it was a kid.
Not in the studio. I'm like, where'd that sound effect come from?
You got a baby? We didn't even talk about this. Like, you already a stepmother? I didn't even sign up for this yet.
Ghetto. Oh my
God. Seems to be just a little bit ghetto.
Well, Nicole, before we got here, reminding people where we can find you at.
You can find me at Nicole Ray here. That's NicoleRaeHair on all social media platforms. Make sure you tune in to Chasing LA season 2, honey, to see the most hated of them all. Have y'all watched it?
I watched some of episode 1, and then I've been watching a lot of recaps.
Okay, watch episode 2. That's where I come in at.
Okay.
Episode 1, you might take a slight nap, but then when episode 2 comes, you're gonna wake right up.
I'm just starting at 2. I'm just gonna start at
Just
episode
start
2.
at number 2, right? It started number 2, honey, and it's already hot.
Give the girls what they want. Okay.
You know, bad bitch energy all day.
I'm
They can't
excited.
take it.
I'm excited. I'm very much excited. I'll probably go home and do that. You guys can catch me on IG at The World According to Eric, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Eric Devante.
And then find me, Kelvin Unique, KELEUNIVUE on Instagram. And then flip that to Unique Kelvin on Twitter. And then make sure you follow the Get Right Radio Show, the Get Right Radio Show right here on Instagram. And then if you want to listen to us, I'll give it to you. And if you want to listen to us, make sure you download the Good News Radio app. That's right, Eric. Take us out.
As always, I hope you got right.
I didn't.
You better get right.
I mean, I got my life. I got right, honey. Hello.
Then it was a success.
Period.
Hitting wrong buttons. Let's say bye to StreamYard, y'all. Bye, people on StreamYard.
Bye, StreamYard.
Bye, y'all.